All right, welcome back to the Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Racers here. We are in Honau now, just south of Kona, about 18 miles approximately, getting ready for the start of the second half of our day of racing. This is the men racing back to Kailua Kona, Kailua town, so to speak. I'm Kala'i Miller from Ocean Paddler. We have Katie Stevens here with us, and we're about to bring you the start of our men's race. As I mentioned, Katie, we are like right in the midst of the pack of paddlers. If you were to look to our right and left, it's all the canoes kind of jockeying for position on the starting line. What's in the air here, Katie?
Boy, there's a lot of energy in the air. You can see the guys trying to get in the right position, make sure that they can hear the start of the race. Some people are kind of jockeying for a spot here on the outside. We're a little bit on the outside of the pack, and there is actually canoes even further out than us. So some guys apparently are thinking that the outside line is the way to go.
Yep.
Here you can see all the canoes. I think for this part of the race, we've got about 215 canoes here. But this is going to be, there's going to be 3 starts again. There's going to be the men iron in the spec canoes, then the men iron in the unlimited canoes, and then there will be the men 9-man. I'm not sure, there is 2 groups of mix that are starting also. That's the open mix and the 40s mix.
Yep,
and I'm not sure if they are starting with the men
and we're
iron.
going to have that same kind of staggered start where we have our open crews and our spec boats go first, then the unlimiteds, then the mix and 9-person crews. But it's going to be fun like that. And you can see, look at all these canoes line up. They're trying to hold them steady behind a certain mark on the starting line. And, there are a lot of crews in the water out here, Katie. It is busy. And the anticipation is in the air, the energy. There's all of our paddlers like hooting and hollering and getting ready to go. But it's going to be 18 miles. For our faster crews, it's going to be like sub 2 hours. And so these guys got a lot of work for them. But what I am stoked about, Katie, right now is that there is a tailwind. There is a tailwind behind these paddlers that's going to help them get down to Kailua Kona. However, from our last race, there was a bit of a current coming up from Kailua to Honau now, which would now be in the face of our paddlers. But some time has gone by since then. There's going to be a change in the tide, so we got our fingers crossed that tidal current along the coastline here is going to slack. But conventional wisdom would tell you that the better water would be on the outside. The deeper the water is, they say that the current along this coastline would be less. So some of our local crews are a little bit more experienced in these waters, are kind of a little bit on the outside.
Yeah, it looks like some of them are on the outside. We've seen one of the Kailua Koa canoes out here. Looks like that they think that's going to be the way to go. But we may see that there may be some local crews on the inside too. Maybe they've got some other knowledge. Again, you've got the tidal currents, and then you've got the wind here. Tailwind for them might be enough that it'll still feel cooling. You know, a light tailwind, sometimes you can't feel it if you're going the same speed of the wind. Right. You feel like there's nothing, but these guys might have enough wind here that cools them off, but it's also giving a little texture to the water here. They're going to have some bumps to surf down there, I think.
For sure. Again, a lot of crews out here, Katie. We are still a few minutes away from the start, and they're kind of some that are just kind of hanging back off the line. I see a couple of canoes where they're missing a couple people. Like the boys jumped off the water and they're going for a quick swim. So it's kind of neat.
Last chance to cool off before the race starts.
Yeah, last chance to kind of cool down and get going out here. Yeah, we get all these crews from all over. That's some Ade boys. All right. Yep. So we're, again, here. You can see the jet skis kind of blazing back and forth out there. I guess the term would be trying to hold the line, right? They're trying to delineate where the start is and get everybody back and have kind of a fair start. But reality is, with a race this long, that much is not going to matter so much, right? I mean, I don't know. I know the top crews, they want to get out in front and stay in front, right? But for everybody else, I don't think it matters so much.
Well, there are races, and of course, like the race within the race, where it's been decided by seconds. So some people will say, hey, maybe that little jump start will help too, but you actually just really, you don't want to get left behind. So when the race gets going, you want to be in that pack that's going. And yeah.
So we're going to kind of make our way out of this. and head out to the outside so we can kind of clear out and give these all these racers a chance to get ready. There are several canoes back from the line, and they're probably going to be starting in the later races. Again, the first crews to go are going to be our spec boats.
Yep.
Our 400-pound Hawaiian-designed canoes, and so those are going to be our first sortie of out here.
And I confirmed that the mixed crews are starting at that time as well.
Okay,
so we have,
thank you.
Yep, men spec iron and the mixed crews.
Yeah.
And then after that will be the unlimited, and then after that will be the 9-person changes crews.
Yeah, so we're going to have a great race on the way back here, but certainly looking forward to this. I don't know. I haven't seen this race typically with a lot of texture coming this way with a following wind, and I'm kind of excited to see how that's going to change times.
Yeah.
We have the opportunity to have some pretty quick times here. It's kind of cool.
Yeah, and clearly we've got some fast crews. We've got the last 2 years winners, Wailea is back to try to do a three-peat here, but then there's going to be some other crews that are going to try to challenge him in that.
I will be bringing you all the action. I'm going to go ahead and assume we're going to sort of do it a lot like we did the women's race earlier this morning. And by the way, congratulations out to the ladies of Puna Canoe Club who kept the crown on the island here. They're from the Hilo side of the island. They won in the Open Unlimited division. They were first overall. Right behind them in the 40s Unlimited was Team Aloha Unlimited. And so they had a great race as well. But I think we're going to try to stay with the meat of the pack for the majority of the broadcast, at least the first maybe 2/3. And then towards the end there, we'll get ahead with the top crews and bring you all the action as they near the finish line.
So the camera now is going down the start line here. These guys look actually fairly well spread out. They got a little room between them, which is great because sometimes this race, the canoes just start sort of drifting together and they start getting in tight, and the amas are bumping into you, and you have a hard time paddling on your right side because someone ama is there. So they look like they've got well spread out with some space between them. So hopefully if everybody waits for that start, then they'll have a good, clean start.
All right, I love it. Everybody knows the Shaka Cam now. They know about the Shaka Cam. When that drone comes flying nice and slow and close to your va'a, you got to throw them up, double pump those shakas. So everybody kind of, after our IVF and states and all that, they kind of are aware of the Shaka Cam. So
here they are waving. It's awesome.
All right, gang. But we're going to, this is, again, our spec start is going to be happening shortly. Our spec and mixed crews, yeah?
That's right. Here's the jet skis trying to keep them all in line. I've seen several of these Queen Lili'uokalani races where the men actually jumped the start more than once. So that has happened.
That was prior to them employing the jet skis, though. The jet skis kind of do a good job of, you know what it is? People don't want all that wake right up on them and all that splash. It'll kind of disrupt your canoe. So they're purposely riding right in front of these canoes and try to push these guys back with some uncomfortable water. But, yeah, it seems to work. People kind of respect the jet ski, It's kind of neat.
Yep, I think we're just a few minutes away, maybe a couple. I think this is at 11:45.
11:45 coming up. And, Katie, a great race with the women earlier this morning. That was so fun to see. And I'll remark again, once again, about how I liked watching the ladies of Puna kind of that last quarter of the race where we caught up with them. Man, they were so just smooth. And, I mean, obviously they were working. You don't get into first place if you're not working hard. But they just had a very smooth, steady, beautiful application with their canoes and very together. They had a great blend.
They look really, really relaxed. Like you said, working hard, but relaxed, confident in that stroke. Clearly had been paddling together, worked things out, and just a beautiful way to finish that race.
And they didn't get too excited or antsy or nothing. They just, they just kept going. They didn't try to fix what wasn't broken. at the end, and trusted in their paddling, trusted in the girl in the seat next to them or lady in the seat next to them, and just that, hey, this is working. We're going to stay right in the pocket. We're not going to get flustered by anybody. We're not going to have to turn it up, whatever. Boom, we just stay where we are and finish as a crew. It was beautiful. Right there is Lili'uokalani in there by the name of Lili'uokalani. That means to race the sun. And people don't realize, especially when we're doing canoe sailing, how the trade wind coming from that side, it's almost like the same as the sun. So when you're doing canoe races, channel crossing, you're usually going from east to west, and you're kind of racing the sun, right? So they call it Lili'uokalani, race the sun. We got a little notification that we're 30 seconds from the start. And if you're in a canoe on a start, Katie, what's your goal?
At the start?
Yeah, get it and get out.
That's right. Get cross first. Yeah, you want to jump out there and make sure you get a clean start. And it's exciting when you burst out and you're ahead of the canoes that are right around you. That's a really good feeling. Can give people like a good pot of positive energy to start the race.
All right, there we go. We have our horn, and that's a start of the open spec division. There they go. All right, right there at the bottom of your screen. I think that is
looks like Waikiki Beach Boys.
Right there, Waikiki Beach Boys. Sorry, Waikiki Beach Boys.
It's a
I love that action, man. Look at all those warriors out there gunning for it. What a great start. Nice work.
Right. Even at this, it's only been 30 seconds since the race started, and you can already see some canoes starting to make their way to the front.
Yeah.
And some people will try to use that tactic, like really go all out, race, sprint, start, get your position.
Well, there's another tactic too, right? Depending on the makeup of your crew, and you might be able to assess that, hey, we're probably not going to win this whole thing overall, but we could place or get a medal in a particular division. We're good enough to come 4th or 5th overall. So you might aim and get in a COA division, or try to put together a 40s crew, or maybe go mix or something like that, or grab a division within the race so that you can still gold medal for your club.
That's right, and that's what I'm sure a lot of these people have done, because there are quite a few divisions here. We have different age group divisions. We have multiple canoe type divisions with the spec boat, the unlimited canoes, and now with the Matahina division as well, and then the COA, and then also the 9-person race.
Yeah, I like this little bit of tailwind. It's 100% better than a headwind. But, wow, look at that armada of canoes just making its way down the coast. Gorgeous, gorgeous shot there, mahalo gang. And, really, it's all about being smooth. It's a long day. I like the tailwind, but it is hot out here, Katie.
It is hot. If you're sitting right in the sun, I'm sure these guys would love a little bit of shade or cloud cover, but it's a bright sun today, and, it's a little bit humid, I think, too, from the hurricanes that have been going by here.
Right.
So the wind is welcome.
And even the most fit paddlers, Katie, will succumb to dehydration, right? If you don't have, not only dehydration, but if you don't have enough electrolytes in your drink, or your diet is not figured out, or if you're waiting till you're thirsty to start drinking, it's too late on a race like this. You can be Billy Badass, but you need to take care of the body and hydrate and do all those things right.
Yeah, this is one of those races where, especially if you're in the iron division, where you really got to pay attention to your hydration, and that's not going to start when the race starts. That's probably started a few days ago, paying attention to getting enough water so that you're starting this morning off well hydrated, drinking all the way till the race starts. You're standing around in the hot sun waiting for the women to get done so that you can get your canoe. So you want to make sure you start this race hydrated, and that you keep drinking. Don't wait till you're thirsty. Drink when you know that your body needs it. Some people even set a little alarm on their watch to remind them, every 15 minutes or something. If you didn't drink, then you better do it.
Yeah, totally. I mean, you need to make sure you're getting your drink on.
Yeah,
and
sometimes
there's getting the drink on after the race too. But you got to get your drink
different
on
fluids.
Before and during the race.
That's
yeah.
right. Often too, sometimes your steersman will remind you, hey everybody, drinking and eating, or whatever it is that you need to do depending on the length of the race. Just reminding the paddlers of what they need to take care of, because you take care of yourself, that will help you take care of your crew.
Right. Right. Roger that. So we're now getting ready to line up for the second start of the morning. This is going to be our
Men's Unlimited.
Yes, Men's Unlimited division.
And again, we've got several different canoe types out there. I believe the Matahina also starts with this. So there's going to be the Matahina, and then there's going to be all the other unlimited canoe types, together there. And so those two divisions within sort of the unlimited. And we've been trying to identify some of the makers of these different canoes. We've seen some Tiger canoes. There's the new Hydra canoe from Kaiwa'a.
Yep.
Different canoes, probably some Puakea canoes out here as well. So different shapes and sizes here in the unlimited division. A lot of people are using
We're looking. That was a 11:45 start for the Iron Cruise, the mixed open, mixed 40s, and then the Kane Unlimited is about to start here, right? And then after them is the Kane OC9. That'll be where they have 9 men in their crew, and there we go. That's the start of the Unlimited, and then the 9-man comes after that. And here they go, gang. They're off. All right, this is the Unlimited division. And, Katie, last year, Unlimited won in the women's as it did this year. But in the men's, it was real tight, right?
Yeah.
I can't remember if it was actually an Unlimited crew that won or whether it was
no, it was a spec
overall.
boat. It was the Wailea.
It was a Wailea
and then
and a
it was
spec boat.
and it was the Team Oceania and the other Big Island crew were also in spec boats. They came in 1, 2, and 3. Yep. So I think it was not until at least the 4th place canoe that was an unlimited in terms of crossing the line.
Yeah.
Yep.
So
they didn't quite
in terms
catch
of crossing
up.
line, the time overall might be
Yeah,
faster in an Unlimited, but
yeah.
You really want to be the first into the pier there. Get all the glory. The first canoe is the one. No, nobody out there is watching their clock. As you and I had mentioned, it's not what paddlers watch. They don't watch the clock so much. They watch how many guys I beat.
Yep, you're looking at position and who you're beating and who's beating you and little things that happen along within the race. I mean, it's always nice to get a record time, of course, but
oh yeah,
that's going to depend on so many things other than your crew. Depends a lot on the conditions that are out there.
Right.
What was the current doing? What's the wind doing?
Tides and
that's
current, wind, all
things
that
you can't control. You can just control your reaction to those things.
Yeah.
So there is a 5-minute gap, so it would take a little bit of time for the front people in this unlimited division to catch up with the back of the other pack of people who started 5 minutes ago, but I'm sure that's going to happen relatively quickly.
Amy, can you get the list out?
Yes, right here.
Please.
Okay. You're going to let me tell what you see on the monitor,
All right, again, it's a crowded field out there, and this is probably half or less of the men that are out here on the race course. Again, folks, 215 boats. Are you crazy? That is a lot of paddlers out here, and it only works because this distance is still within that threshold for most paddlers of being able to do it iron, right? That's kind of one of the neat points about this is you can get in there and knock it out with 6 only, and that is, this 18-mile course is about as far as you want to go iron, as most people will be able to go. There are certainly other folks that out there can go farther, but your average paddler, they can handle this. But this is kind of towards that upper limit of their exertion.
But also for even the best of paddlers, you got to train for this distance.
Oh,
I mean, this is longer because it's a consistent couple of hours longer
2
than
hours.
You would be doing in a practice.
Yeah,
unless you're
Lili'uokalani. They're
practicing this
from
race.
the island of Oahu, out of Kahana Bay. Nice work. Kind of a smaller club on the coming up over there. They have a really cool paddle site on the shores of Kahana, on the eastern shores of Oahu Island.
Really sharp
Way to
canoe,
go,
too.
Lili'uokalani. Huh?
They're really sharp canoe.
Yeah.
Looks great.
Looks good, yeah. Good design. All right. In green there we have, let's see, who is that right
That
there?
looks like 2 Matahina crews. Yep. So again, the Matahina over, even though that's a little bit heavier of a canoe, typically they're in there with the other unlimited canoes.
Christian, can you have them get closer so we can see the canoes that Josh is filming? All right, in green here, we're going to get a number off of this canoe. This might be another Puna crew, judging by those yellow jerseys in 2 and 5. Possibly a Puna canoe. Looks like we're going to have a talk with the folks from Lili'uokalani Canoe Races and tell them that black numbers on a purple background is maybe a little difficult for us to see. All right, who we got in screen now? Again, the numbers are only on the left side of the canoe. I think that was nice gang there.
This just paddling. Looking at these guys' jerseys, these guys look like they might be from different clubs.
Yeah.
Another pulled together crew, and that often can work well, especially if you guys have a chance to get together before the race and practice.
You never know.
You have people who are used to adjusting.
I think this
themselves.
is 223 here that you're seeing with the red jerseys on. Oh, I'm sorry. That's 223. That's the women's number. You got to look in the back for these other numbers. You got to get closer. There we go.
It looked like a something 6'9". Yeah, if this is 569, then this is Lahaina Canoe Club. Yeah, sorry, we're going to make a correction on that. This is 669.
Yeah, that was
yeah, sorry, the one with the red shirts you were looking at, that was Lanikai men's 50 plus.
Yep, 669. Crew 669 right there. What division is that? It's in the Matahina division, but are these 50s or something? Is that Ron Barron stroking?
Yes, it is. I think this might be Kailua Canoe Club, actually.
Yeah, Ron Barron, a.k.a. Burn Barron.
Oh, and that's Derek Esbill steering.
Yeah, that is.
A couple of our friends from the Hawaiian Sailing Canoe Association, fellow sailors.
Nice work from those guys. Nice work.
Okay, we've got another unlimited canoe here. I see green, yellow, and red jerseys. This looks to be an open crew.
Green, yellow, red. Of course, that is Lili'uokalani Canoe Club for sure.
Awesome. From
in
Maui.
Unlimited there. Beautiful work from them. A crew out of the Kanaha area on the island of Maui near the airport. And, man, it is hot out here. We ain't doing nothing, and it's hot. I need, like, an umbrella. My goodness.
It looks like Ron Barron's got some friends on Facebook. Thank you, Tina. Shout out to Ron.
All right, we're continuing here with, I think this was Lanikai, you said, huh? 669?
No, I think this is Kailua, actually. But
Kailua?
yeah. 669.
Yeah, 669. I think I've seen there. We're going to try to confirm that for you folks here. 669 is going to be Kaioni Canoe Club. All right. Kaioni Canoe Club. Yes. That is an open man, unlimited. Nice work, gang. Kaioni Canoe Club from right there in the Kailua area. In fact, our friend Micah Kalama wanted us to share that Kaioni Canoe Club was Uncle Bo Campos. That was his first club. And that's where he learned to paddle and where he got his first gold medal. Yeah, so big ups to Uncle Bo Campos. Uncle Bo. Are you right? I said
669.
Oh,
Yeah.
I was looking at 699. I'm sorry.
Yeah, but this is
dyslexia.
Yeah,
Yeah, that is a men's 50 plus.
But it's a Matahina canoe, though.
In a Matahina division. Sorry about that. Little bit of mix up there. Kaioni is going to be different colors, but it's interesting to see Lanikai in red.
Yeah, I think there's a little confusion in the numbers because I think
No, that
those
was
guys.
669.
Yeah.
But I saw 699 on the paper.
Yeah, but I looked
Yeah,
at
I'm
669
dyslexic.
and it's showing unlimited, not Matahina.
Yeah.
So,
We'll see.
yeah, maybe a little data mix-up.
We shall see. Those guys are heading outside, though. We're going to try to pick up with the rest of the folks in this batch.
Here's some of the other unlimited canoes. Looks like the unlimited canoes the front ones are starting to close that gap now with the back canoes from the spec boat division. So we'll kind of have a big blended field here. I imagine the 9-person crews already started as well. We didn't get to see their start, but
yeah, they've started by now, and they're
Yep.
going to be working their way up through this field, I imagine. Wow, it is a scorcher out here, young lady. Boy, it is hot.
it's hot. But you and I
Hot.
are just sitting here, and these guys are working hard. Hopefully
We're
splashing
just sitting
each
here
other.
with our ski earmuffs on. Try to keep our ears nice and warm and hot.
Yeah, here's the Hulakai canoe. That might have been the 55-plus guys that we were looking for, Kalai, in the Hulakai canoe.
Ooh, that's Keokaha right there. That's those brown and yellow jerseys from Keokaha Canoe Club. They're looking good right now in that Matahino.
They are.
That is one of the VA that were used at the IVF World Sprints. We're breaking off again here to see Hulakai.
That looks like Pat Vaughn in 5 there. That's probably
Yep.
Bruce Ayao steering.
Yep, June is in 2.
Yep.
So this is Nakuakono. I believe this is their 55s crew, maybe?
For the Hulakai crew? Yeah, we think they might be running under 55s. Can confirm that in a second. Oh, no, they're in the 50s.
Yep, that's Hulakai VA in the 50s.
Yep, they are actually defending in this division. They won that last year, and they were up pretty high in the
Under a different name,
overall.
though.
Yep.
I think they were the Nakuakono 50s. But
So yeah,
both Bruce and June are 60 plus.
yeah.
So
And
they dropped weight to fight with the young boys.
I'm not going to say how old Pat Vaughn is because he'll punch me
Pat
later.
Vaughn
but
is an anomaly.
he is.
Nobody knows how old Pat Vaughn is. Not
but-
even Pat Vaughn's parents know how old Pat Vaughn is.
Does Pat Vaughn know how old Pat Vaughn is? But they've also got Troy Hobiebeck and Jason Bellafole from Lanikai Canoe Club with them. So a great mix of guys. They're going to be a strong contender here to defend their title.
Well, I think with with Hobie and all those guys in there, they might be a 55s crew.
That's-
Pat Vaughn might be blowing it for them. He might be the young boy.
They're also another one of those crews with too many steersmen. I don't know
That is
how they
another crew
decided.
full of steersmen. You're right.
Yeah. Well, with Bruce Ayao being local knowledge here, I guess he gets to win out on that one.
Yeah. you pretty much. I don't know what steersman would take the helm from Bruce Ayala.
So look, we have a limited canoe pulling up on one of the spec boats. So again, those divisions are starting to overlap here. Yeah, that might be Outrigger Canoe Club.
It looks like they're kind of grabbing little bumps, huh?
Yeah. Well, with the wind blowing, actually all morning was blowing this direction, so you think there'd be at least some good surface bumps.
Kind of feels like these canoes are running a little bit. A nice tight trail of canoes right there. That's like Kaihitu coming up in the back on another unlimited canoe.
And we can look back just behind us, too, as well, and there's going to be the fleet of escort boats with the 9-man crews are starting to come up behind us as well. So big mix of division types.
Look at that beautiful Kona coast up there, Katie. Man, what a picturesque place to be racing. I tell you, this Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Festival is probably not only the best race, but the prettiest, you know.
Well, and made all the more beautiful by all these beautiful canoes in the front of it.
You can see the pretty ocean and the competition happening and the beautiful slopes of this Kona coast. I love it.
Well, we get to enjoy it, but all these guys are focused in on the business ahead.
But, man, it is hot out there, I'll tell you that. Who we got here?
This looks like Lili'uokalani Open Men.
Lili'uokalani Open Men. This is a crew out of the north shore of Oahu here. We think.
We think.
Hard to tell. Man, I'm dripping sweat just sitting here, and these guys working these volleys must be just getting hot. Man.
You guys should be glad that the camera's focused on the canoes right now, not Kalai, because he's telling the truth.
He's telling the truth. That might be Huinalu there.
Yeah, that looks like the Rabbit Kekai Unlimited canoe. Another pack of unlimited canoes. Looks like they're passing a spec boat behind them. We're going to see this happening all day with canoes back and forth. All the divisions. So we're trying to get a read on who that crew is.
Yeah, we're right now just we think it's a little difficult to get numbers on them at the moment, but you can see, yeah. Hey, Alex.
This guy. Okay, this is, sorry, we panned away from it. That looked like the Golden Ronin 60-plus men in a unlimited canoe that we just panned away from. You guys are getting a look ahead of sort of the front pack, or just ahead of them. There's the canoe that had the lead women in it, the Puna.
That's
So,
Puna.
yep,
Puna,
Puna
that's
men.
a Tiger Va'a canoe right there, and they're doing pretty good. You know, really, it has been great to see Puna Canoe Club really kind of coming into their own over the last 6 or 8 years. Man, they've been doing really good. I'm guessing on the time frame, but you could really see them at States and some of these other big races like Molokai Hoi, that they were kind of really coming up, man.
Right there in the Koa canoes is Kaneohe Canoe Club from Oahu. They're open men. Still looking here at Puna Canoe Club. I'm guessing they're open men, but I'm not sure if that's their open or if that's a 40s crew. Now we're going to pan back, and you can kind of see all the escort boats back there, the 9-person crews doing changes.
Nice view of the race course here out in Kona. Great aerial shot. Katie, we got some folks logging in on our Facebook. What do they have to say?
Well, of course, people are asking about what's going on in the front of race again.
Oh, when
Yes.
you're on the front of the race, they want to see the back. When you're in the back, they want to see the front. Can't make them all happy.
Yeah, we're trying to move up. This is kind of what we did in the women's races. We hung sort of in the back and saw the different race starts, the 3 race starts, and then moved up with the crews as they all started to sort of blend together, and then picked out some crews along the way so you guys could see the various people. We'll get up to the front eventually, and it will definitely be up there as we get closer to the end of the race when all the action starts to really happen and these crews really start pouring it on.
Hey, all the action is truly happening everywhere. And you can kind of see there's a lot of splish splash in the ocean right now. It's not a real easy or consistent water out here. It's a little bit to work through, but the faster crews are powering through, trying to catch a little bit of this breeze behind them and get a wave. Man, this really is a big island. You can look in the distance and you think it's a whole nother island, but it's actually just Hualalai. Pretty cool.
Yeah, I know, but Lili'uokalani does have a little bit more crater on the top profile. I said the wrong mountain name. Lili'uokalani.
All right, folks, we're going to continue our live coverage of the Queen Lili'uokalani canoe races from here on the Kona coast. We're going to take a quick break to mahalo our sponsors, but we'll be right back with all the live paddling action. We'll see you in just a few. The 2024 Queen Lili'uokalani canoe race is proudly presented by Kai Opua Canoe Club and supported by the Hawaii Tourism Authority, the County of Hawaii, Queen K Texaco, Island Energy Services, Johnson Brothers of Hawaii Incorporated, High Noon, Kona Brewing Company, Daughters of Hawaii, Blue Ocean Mariculture, and by these fine supporters.
Aloha. One question we get is, what food goes well with a crisp Kona Light?
Smoked ahi dip, kimchi fried rice, chicken katsu, lomi salmon, hamachi kama, kalua pig, fresh made bruschetta. Bruschetta.
Brother, just say bread. Kona Light Blonde Ale from Kona Brewing, Hawaii.
Shoyu ahi poke, spicy ahi poke. Oh, bro, getting hungry.
Allow us to help you grow your events by reaching Hawaii's giant outdoor sports and ocean enthusiast demographic. Zone Media specializes in social media content production and distribution, drone and video production, cutting-edge live productions, and more. With over 25 years leading Hawaii's action sports market, give us a call at 808-343-3310.
Lili'uokalani race. You can see us there on our boat where we're waving out in the front over there. We're waving out in the front there. We're here live at the Queen Lili'uokalani canoe race. We are back. We're getting a quick follow cam, but because of all the requests from our folks here about who's in the lead, everybody wants to see the front of the boat, front of the races. So we're going to head back up, folks, and get there and bring you a report towards the lead of this race. But a great morning for racing here. The men are making it look effortless, but the water isn't quite as friendly as what they had earlier this morning for the women, Katie.
Yeah, with a continued wind, I mean, it's just been picking up really all morning, blowing it. So by now there's a lot of texture out here from the wind. Hopefully, because it's coming from behind, is kind of helping to create something that they can utilize, push them along a little faster.
And as always, Katie, the better crews will power right on through this and just make it happen. And already we're seeing some separation in the field. Of course, we have our elite racers towards the front, like defending champs Wailea. We got a bunch of the guys from Kaihitu out here. But there's also going to be our more novice crews or more older crews like our 60s and possibly even 70s out here that are really causing it to be a spread in the field out here. What's up? We're giving shakas out over here. You can see the beautiful Kona Coast in the background here, and man, it is really a pleasure to be here covering this race right now.
Yeah, it's, as you were saying earlier, there's lots of divisions here. So although there's the guys up front trying for the first to cross the line, there's plenty of people here trying to just place in their division, or they're just out here to really enjoy canoe paddling in this beautiful place.
There's a Koa crew right there. We're going to try and get a number off the back of their and to see who that is. But, man, Katie, it is a scorcher out here.
And probably just getting hotter. Hold on there, Kalai.
We're going to check in with our gang on Facebook again for our live coverage.
I see Sacha Eslin,
Lance
you're watching.
Goodleaf is looking for Onake 699.
Yep, it's in Sacha Eslin. They're
There's
looking
a
for
lot of-
her husband.
Oh, what was that?
Sacha Eslin's looking for her husband, Luke.
Yeah,
She
yeah,
didn't
yeah.
say it, but
They're all looking
we're all
for
looking
these
for him.
numbers. We're not going to go and find crews here, folks. We're going to just show you who's within our screen. There's a lot of folks there that are trying to get you to go on to a 4KLiveOnline.com thing. That's a scam. So, again, you don't need to click on any of these to see better coverage. It's all right here on our Ocean Paddler Facebook page. Don't worry about the scammers. Just stay with the hammers. We're getting this done out here. Me and Katie, we're just getting it done. All right?
Yep, we're going to continue to try to work our way up to the front and see what's going on get you guys filled in when we see what's happening. And try to keep you posted along the way of the different divisions that we see up here.
Yep, so we kind of made our way towards the front.
Yep. We're actually, our position right now, we're about a quarter mile from the leaders, so we're just going to kind of see what's going on just behind them, because we're going to have some unlimited canoes here. Certainly going to try to work the way up through these spec canoes. We are at, right now we're positioned probably about the 13th. These guys right here are showing you they're probably in about 13th place right now in the spec boat from what I can see. I think there's another kind of koa canoe in that too. So we'll try to figure out who they are, but I was going to say this canoe right here is in probably about 13th place overall.
Looks like crew number 558 in a spec boat.
So either way, if that's 558 or 559, we've got Kamehameha Canoe Club Open Men. They've got two crews of open men. And these guys opted to use a canvas cover on their canoe. So I think the men are probably maybe more interested in doing that, though. They're going to have a little more water action, splashing and stuff than the women, just because there's more surface texture right now.
Yeah.
Looks like we got a good shot of a koa canoe there. Not sure exactly who that is, but and here you can kind of see probably like the top 15 or 20 canoes right now. They're on screen. Okay, this is the Te Niuva'a, 40 plus. Yep, these guys are from Tahiti. They have a 40s men's crew and an open mixed crew here. I think they actually won the 40 plus Ironman last year as well as the open mix. So defending their title.
They have a couple of crews here.
Yep.
They have a mixed open and a 40 plus, but this is the 40s division, right? Which you just said.
I just said.
I was just reiterating. I knew it. I knew it. She had her own notes. She went out and was researching stuff.
Hey, if we both say it, then it's even more true, hopefully.
Yeah, it's really, really the truth.
These guys are. 660, that's Wailea Canoe Club Open Men. Yep, Wailea.
Wailea had a couple crews in the race today, you were saying? Now, which Wailea is that, right?
Yeah.
We are towards the front of the pack. We're probably with the top, I don't know,
But they have
10 to 15 crews out here.
Wailea has 2 men's open iron crews, so that's probably, one of their 2. They've also got an unlimited crew. They had 3 women's crews, and they had 1 mixed crew and 1 junior crew. So Wailea very well represented here today. Oh, you're back looking at the crew from Tahiti here, the Te Nui Va'a.
We continue to watch this Tahiti crew here, Te Nui Va'a.
This is their 40-plus crew.
Really a slow but big stroke. Seems to be working for them. I mean, they're kind of staying up towards the top of the pack. I'm sure over time some of these limited canoes will start to take them down with this stroke rate, but they're kind of moving along pretty nicely for how slow they are paddling. It is a big, long, slow stroke. With almost like a pause at the backside.
This is even slower than the Puna women were paddling.
This is like in the 50s, I would imagine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think number 4 is going to do some bailing, get a little of the water out. Again, a lot more texture on the water here than the women had, so these guys are probably taking on some splashes every once in a while, and that's why some have opted to use canvas, as hot as that sounds.
That's our Lili'uokalani Canoe Club again. That telltale red, yellow, green. Again, they're from Maui. But is this a juniors crew here? We're going to try and get a number off of them. Kind of difficult with that purple and black. It's right at the bend in the Va'a. You know what I'm saying? Where they put it. It's kind of right where that transition is around the top of the manu. And so it kind of shadows that bottom half.
And
sorry, folks, it's a little difficult for us to pick out the numbers back
Some
there.
of the unlimited canoes, too, it's actually fairly close to the water, so the water's...
This is unlimited from Kaihitu. This is the Kana 4.0. This is a 40s group. 40s group from Kaihitu.
Oh, this is an open men then from Kaihitu.
Yep.
Yep. So I'm going to try to get a little beat on approximately the position of that canoe. Five 4-5 is Lili'uokalani Canoe Club, open men, iron. So pretty much the canoes that we're sitting with now, you guys can see around, are in about the top 20 or so of the canoes we have out here. Again, they're going to be mixed up between the spec canoes, and there's some unlimited canoes here already. So not sure exactly of all their positions within their divisions, but somewhere about the top 20.
Lili'uokalani Canoe Club. Open man in that spec boat there.
Kalahuikai,
Yeah, that's
junior
their,
boys.
Red Juniors, Kalahuikai, right there. Doing pretty good.
Yep, they're in the spec boat. I think they might have another crew in the unlimited. Oh, it looks like they also have a
Kainoa.
crew of junior boys doing 9-person changes.
It's interesting to see all the different designs on the unlimited boats and who is making it, what works better in this water, what doesn't. You know, there's the different feels of the different types of spec boats. Unlimited canoes that are out there.
Yeah, it seemed like the first ones that we had made here in Hawaii were they were making them for the big channel crossings, open ocean. And now we've got some more made here and in other places that are working more on looking at canoes that can kind of do well in flat water as well as big open ocean.
This is Kaihitu's open crew. One of their open crews that's Kainoa Tanawai 3 looks like. You can kind of tell just by size. I'm not so sure about some of the other paddlers, Kalamai, but they're looking good right now.
Yeah, it looks like these guys are probably the first unlimited canoe right now.
It is possible that this unlimited canoe that you're looking at right here from Kaihitu is in the lead. They're looking really solid right now.
In their division.
This is in the lead in the unlimited division.
Correct.
So first unlimited, Kaihitu here. Just next to them, it looks like it might be another Kaihitu crew.
Yeah, so I think one of these
right
is
next to them,
40s.
outside about a canoe length and about 2 canoe lengths back. This is our top 2 unlimiteds.
I think this might be their open crew battling with their 40s crew, maybe.
Yep, so there's other... I wonder how they were able to call it out and see who was... Yep.
Who is going 40s and who is going open?
Yeah.
They actually have 5 canoes in this part of the race. They've got a open men's in the spec boat iron. They've got 2 men's crews in the unlimited open men and a 40s crew, and then they've got 2 junior boys doing the 9-person changes race. So
nice.
Good showing for Kaihitu Club. Boy, you know, if this is their 40s crew and they see their open crew right next to them, this is going to be a race to the finish.
Well, you know, I mean, the 40s is certainly hammers in their own right, you know. This is Kaihitu here. No. Oh, that is not. That's Wailea. Wailea right next to them.
On the drum, that's not the drum. That's 565.
Okay, right now you guys are looking at Outrigger Canoe Club, their blue crew, which is open men. That's they're in the spec division there, iron. Oh, great shot of this outrigger crew right here.
Yeah, they're looking great. Outrigger crew there. It's interesting. That looks like a Bradley boat, but those look like some of those, like. Okay, I don't know what we're on now. Looks like crew number 524. That is the German crew, looks like.
Yeah.
WSV Niederrhein. Looks like a mixed crew.
Mixed
looks
open,
like we got a couple of ladies in there, maybe 2, 3, and 5.
Yeah, mixed open. Doing great.
Yeah, they're pretty good. Those are Germans.
So I wonder if they were here also for World Sprints. That's a long ways to travel here from Germany. We thank you guys for making it all the way out here.
What's the difference between a spec canoe and an unlimited canoe? Sorry, he's a new.
Okay, some people are asking what's the difference between a spec canoe and an unlimited canoe. We were talking about this earlier in the women's race. So a spec canoe, that means it meets the specifications of the Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association. Those are the standards for what we need to have to do our regatta races and be in that division in the distance races. So there are specifications about the weight. It has to be over 400 pounds, has to be within a certain length and a certain water line. So the
This
things
looks like
that
our Force Koa
meet those
611.
specifications,
That
whereas
is gonna
Unlimited
be,
really
on the
has
screen
very
right
few
now,
restrictions
611.
on the design, on
We're trying to get-
the weight, on the length, and the shape and size of the canoe. So you're going to have things that are quite a bit more varied, and those are built out of
That
fiberglass or
is
carbon fiber
Kaneo Keoa
materials.
Honau. So yeah, Keoa Canoe Club from right there in Honau. This is their koa, and they're currently first place in this division, open.
And we're hearing that their women also won the koa today. So clearly this canoe and these crews are doing very well today here.
Go, Kayla.
Nice work by Keoa, very smooth. I want to say they did good in the koa last year as well, if I'm correct. I think they had a really high placing in the koa last year. I kind of remember a couple of those guys. Looking very smooth right now, coming down this close line, and they're making it look easy in a koa.
Okay, now we're looking at the Lokahi Outrigger Canoe Club out of Jacksonville. This is their open men.
Lokahi. All right. Jacksonville. Is that Jacksonville, Florida, I'm wondering. I don't know many other Jacksonvilles, but it's possible.
Oh, 507. I'm sorry, 507 is University of Auckland. This is their mixed crew. Mixed open. Sorry, had the wrong number there. Yep, University of Auckland, all the way from New Zealand. Awesome.
Auckland, yeah. Oh, Auckland, huh? Nice. Yeah. This is the Big Island Junior Va'a crew that you're seeing in front of you right now. Big Island Junior Va'a is a youth development team right here on this Kona coast. They're putting together a lot of these young kids, kind of doing what KLK is doing on Oahu. So, again, they're in a spec boat here. Looks like a Bradley. Having a great race, looking really smooth. And those are some big kids, man. There's some big backs on those jerseys, bro. Nice work.
Yeah, I think actually that junior crew's probably, they look like they might be in top 10.
Yeah, this junior crew definitely top 10. I would assume that maybe Kainalu Balanga is on that crew right now. Looking good, these young men. They're probably top 10 overall with the rest of the field. Back to our Koa canoe from Honau now. This is Keoa Canoe Club. And they're running, man. Look at that. They're almost surfing this thing. That steersman is having a great race. Yeah, I kind of remember him from last time. He's kind of a skinny white dude with long hair, but he was a good steersman. No butts. I mean, he's just a good steersman.
But what?
Yeah, but what? No butts. In Kalamai, not trying to talk down about the brother, but he's,
and he's
light skinned, kind of tall guy with a ponytail. And man, he was good steering last year. I watched him. And in the open division, that's definitely an uncle in seat 4, but he's holding his own. Look at the guns on that guy. Yeah, that guy is top shape. Some solid guys here, and a great performance by Keoa in this Koa canoe. Beautiful stuff. Yeah, these guys are making it run. Can you see that number?
So we've got a spec boat battling it out with a Matahina canoe crew here.
Yeah, nice shot of these two canoes, kind of tight race within a race. All right, folks, so as we continue our coverage from the Kona Coast here for the Queen Lili'uokalani races, we have the men, and we're about halfway along this course. We're going to take a quick commercial break to thank our sponsors and be right back with all the action live right here from the Kona Coast. 2024 Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Race is proudly presented by Kai'opua Canoe Club and supported by the Hawaii Tourism Authority, the County of Hawaii, Queen K Texaco, Island Energy Services, Johnson Brothers of Hawaii Incorporated, High Noon, Kona Brewing Company, Daughters of Hawaii, Blue Ocean Mariculture, and by these fine supporters.
Aloha. In Hawaii, time moves a little slower, yeah? Like this refreshing longboard island lager. It was made for the laid-back lifestyle. So when the TV station said our Kona Brewing commercial had to be exactly 30 seconds long, we said, hey, no rush us. That would be disrespectful to the proper enjoyment of this longboard. And it's like we always say,
Allow us to help you grow your events by reaching Hawaii's giant outdoor sports and ocean enthusiast demographic. Zone Media specializes in social media content production and distribution, drone and video production, cutting-edge live productions, and more. With over 25 years leading Hawaii's action sports market, give us a call at 808-343-3310.
The 2024 Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Race is proudly presented by Kai'opua Canoe Club and supported by the Hawaii Tourism Authority, the County of Hawaii, Queen K Texaco, Island Energy Services, Johnson Brothers of Hawaii Incorporated, High Noon, Kona Brewing Company, Daughters of Hawaii, Blue Ocean Mariculture, and by these fine supporters.
Aloha. One question we get is, what food goes well with a crisp Kona Light?
Smoked ahi dip, kimchi fried rice, chicken katsu, lomi salmon, hamachi kama, halua pig, fresh made bruschetta. Bruschetta.
Brother, just say bread. Kona Light Blonde Ale from Kona Brewing, Hawaii.
Shoyu ahi poke, spicy ahi poke. Oh, bro, getting hungry.
Allow us to help you grow your events by reaching Hawaii's giant outdoor sports and ocean enthusiast demographic. Zone Media specializes in social media content production and distribution, drone and video production, cutting-edge live productions, and more. With over 25 years leading Hawaii's action sports market, give us a call at 808-343-3310.
All right, gang, we're back here as we close in on Kailua Town. We're about halfway through the 2024 Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Race men's section. Earlier this morning, our women's crews raced from Kailua Town to Pu'uhonua o Honaunau, the city of refuge here on the western coast of the Big Island of Hawaii. They switched out crews with their kanes, and the men are racing now back to Kailua Kona, the pier there. And we are currently up with the leaders. And I want to say we're about halfway, through this race, about halfway, give or take. It's been roughly an hour since we started, so that's about right. And we have a nice mix of crews up here in the lead. We got Kaihitu's open man in. They look like they're first in the unlimited. We have Keua Ohonau now, one of the kind of semi-host club there. They're doing great in there. Kona, shout outs to our man Josh. He's the steersman for that crew I was pointing out earlier. I recognized that he was really good last year. And somebody on our Facebook feed gave us his name, Josh. So Josh and his gang from Keua are in the lead in the koa. They're looking really smooth. And there's some spec boats up there.
There's some junior crews, too.
We have Big Island Junior Va'a looking good up there. Look like we may have a KOK, Kalui Kai up there. A couple other good crews. So we're going to try to bring you the play-by-play of some of these lead crews and let you know how things are going as we get towards the front.
Yeah, and right now we're trying to catch up with the actual front of the pack and see who's in the lead.
Yeah.
I'm guessing this is still going to be a spec boat in the lead here.
Yeah, and behind us, it's really hard to tell because the coastline is just beautiful all the way. But we're closing on Keoho, and Keoho is going to be more than halfway of the distance back. This is a 18-mile race, roughly. So our leaders probably have only around 8 miles left. And here is looks like a Kai'ehitu crew, maybe? I would think that's a Kai'ehitu crew since they're using that Red Bull Va'a canoe right here. But we're going to try to get a number on them. Or maybe not. Did they go unofficial? 651. We're going to try to look for them. 654. We're going to try to identify that crew for you right here. And Katie, how are they looking?
Well, they look great and really look like doing a comfortable, another one of those all-day strokes right here.
Right.
Still working hard, but really smooth. I can see them picking it up a little bit when they're getting a little push from the ocean, trying to take advantage of that. And
all right,
yeah,
that looks like Trey Cox stroking, Chase Van Arnheim in 2. This is some of the guys that were competing with the World Sprints. That might be. Sorry, folks, we don't have real crew lists out here. That might be. I want to say Kua Nolan in 3, possibly. We're going to get a little closer to try to find out, but these guys are really good. So we talked earlier about divide and conquer, right? So Kaihitu knows they can put together 2 hammer crews. So they're going to enter one instead of entering them both in the same division, they're going to enter one in the spec and one in the open, and they probably have a third crew where they could enter. So, again, this crew is looking good. It's some bulls right here. They're running about 3rd place overall right now. Plenty of real estate left to go here in this race, but this crew is looking great out here.
Yeah, and again, I think we may see the same thing as last year, that some of these top spec boats are going to be able to hold off the Unlimiteds, unlike in the women's race where some of the Unlimiteds were able to pass those front spec boats even though they were started 5 minutes behind. But there are some unlimited boats not too far back, creeping up, so we'll see what happens. Still got another 8 or so miles to go. See the steersman trying to splash his crew members and cool them off a little bit because it's warm out here.
I love watching these guys paddle. I've always been appreciative. These guys are kind of all decent size. They're a little bit on the tall side. They got some certainly muscle bound as you want to be for a paddler. You don't want to be too bulky. But there's a lot of reserve power in this canoe right here. And so what you're seeing is them being able to open up. They get a nice big twist, a nice big reach, and not a fast stroke rate. You want to be long and strong when you have these kind of personnel in your boat. Give these bigger guys an opportunity to work, to apply the power. Let these horses do what they were built to do. And it's these longer, deep strokes that really bring a lot of body into it. You can see the drive happening for them kind of from the leg, and these guys are doing great right now.
Yeah, that's right. So the stroker, even if your stroker's a smaller person, they need to do a longer stroke, at least long enough to let the bigger people behind them, use their maximum full power. So when setting up your crew doesn't all have to be the same size, but they have to find that perfect point, which lets everybody use a maximum power without being too long for the smaller people.
Right.
Yeah,
Nice work. Nice work by this
I'd say
crew.
these guys, it looks like they are in third place overall right now. They're probably about 8 or 10 boat lengths behind second place, who we're about to creep up on. I'm thinking that the second place crew right now is Lanikai Canoe Club, and in first is probably Wailea, but we'll have a little bit more information when we get up there.
This canoe here a little bit further back in the pack. Again, purple and black, not the best numbers. We're going to put in a request to the gang over here for next year. They're going to give us like a orange and white or something, you know.
Yeah, numbers with higher contrast would be a little easier for us all.
What about pink and pink?
Your favorite colors, Kalai?
Yeah, I love pink.
Yeah, why not?
No, really. Nice work here by this crew. This looks like it might be a kai. Boy, it's hard to tell.
Yeah, some of these crews, it's a little easier. We're able to pick out who they are just by looking at the jerseys and some of the people, where other ones, not so obvious. Okay, you guys are looking at the leader right now.
This is what we believe is our first placed crew that you're seeing out here, and there might be Wailea. It's very possible that that's Wailea right there. I think I see Cole Kramer in the back. It's a possibility. It's not a for sure, but if it serves the reason that Wailea brought a couple of crews this year as well, right?
Yeah, they did. Yeah, they have 2 men Iron Open crews. I think they have one men's
I believe that's Wailea. Look at the
unlimited.
jerseys. If you could zero in on the jerseys, it'd be great.
Yeah.
Yep, that is Wailea, and that's Cole Kramer right there.
Yep.
So it looks like, is that Tristan Santos?
Yeah,
might
that's
be in that crew?
this guy's crew. Actually, it's really cool. They have 2 sets of brothers. They've got Tristan and Keikoa Kaokele Santos. They've also got Nalu and Kevin Sampson, Keikoa Kramer, Dane Dutois, all paddling here together. So this crew, or this club at least, has won the last 2 years. So they're trying for a 3-time.
Well, they're in the lead again,
here.
and like we talked about earlier, what's kind of interesting on the difference between the men's and women's crews is that the men's crews, they tend to win overall as far as first to the pier. They win with the spec boat, and this might be another Wailea crew.
I think
this is a second place boat
looks
right
like
here.
Lanikai Canoe Club, I think.
Is it?
Yes. This is Lanikai Canoe Club. Corel Tresnak.
Oh, yeah, there's Corel.
Red
You
hat
are
on
correct.
backwards.
Yep. Hat on backwards. Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
Classic Corel Tresnik Jr. All right. Lanikai Canoe Club in second now. Again, in a spec boat. You know, a lot of times for these more powerful men's crews, they like a little bit of weight on the canoe because they're able to use that inertia to their advantage. And they are not far behind Wailea. They are literally right there, within striking distance for the amount of water left between them and the finish line.
So these 2 clubs right here, they've been doing really well all season at the state canoe races. Lanikai won the men's freshman and the men's senior races, and Wailea took the men's sophomore. So these guys have already been battling it out before they even got to here. And clearly both have a pretty deep pocket of good paddlers.
Nice shot there of our leaders as they near Kona Town. Amy, what's that hotel? Look here. Look here. The hotel. What hotel? We got a hotel in the background, and I think that was a Sheraton Kona in the background, letting you know that we're getting close to the finish line here. And again, Wailea looking really good out there. Solid performance by them. And Lanikai is literally knocking on the door, just a couple of canoe legs back, Katie. They're like Lanikai is. There can be no mishaps from this crew. And as we come in here, Katie, I'm seeing a lot more texture on the water, a lot more for them to surf. And these crews are good enough to use all of this little stuff to be able to propel themselves forward.
Yes, as we all know, Karel Tresnak Jr., a master at utilizing little bumps on a one-man, on a six-man, anywhere. As is Koa. So both of these steersmen, and also the paddlers themselves, they can feel when they're getting some assistance, try to pick it up or use a little more power and try to get the most they can out of whatever help they're getting.
It's funny, in a more novice crew, the steersman will call it out. He'll say, Nalu, Nalu, whatever. And signaling the guys to kind of pick it up and dig in and get in. On the better crews, nobody says a word because everyone is good enough to feel it. And as soon as they feel that front tip down just a little bit, they're applying pressure and being able to surf. But you could see Koa is over here, Kiko Kramer, trying to cover on this Lanikai crew. I've seen him a couple of times now spin his head around and make sure that he's keeping an eye out for where exactly they are. Right behind them, right behind Lanikai, just a few boat lengths back, is in that Red Bull Va'a canoe. That is another Kaihitu crew, right?
Yep. So these guys are all still pretty close together, close enough that something still can happen in terms of who's in what place at this point. So all it takes is somebody to decide to drop the hammer a little sooner, or maybe somebody to do it a little too early, and then they get past. So there's still going to be a lot of strategy here.
Yeah. If you watch closely, you'll see this Wailea crew pick up periodically. They're feeling it. There's bump out here for them to catch. You can see that the front of the canoe kind of bob a little bit, which may mean that the current is still running south. But here they are. They're going to feel a bump here and there, and they're going to get on it. But Lanikai is right there. I would almost gamble to say that Lanikai is almost closing in a little bit.
Yeah, I felt that too. It seemed like that even since we've been up here the last 5 or 10 minutes or so, that Lanikai seems to have gotten a little closer.
Yeah, we're right back here with this Red Bull Va'a, but this is Kaihitu using this canoe, and they are in third place here. I think we have guys like Trey Cox and Chase Van Ardheim and some of those other guys from Kaihitu in this crew. Sorry, we're not calling out everybody's name. We're doing our best here. We recommend all these crews to fill out a questionnaire given to them by Kaiopua Canoe Club and the Queen Lili'uokalani officials. But unfortunately, every year there's a very few women, maybe half of the women's crews, but very few of the men's crews that actually take the time to fill it out. And so if you want your name called, you got to fill that out. But they're doing great here in third place. Again, this is Kaihitu running third overall, also third in the spec division.
Yep, still all pretty close together. These guys are going to, now that they're clearly into the second half of the race, they might start picking it up a little bit and trying to push. Watching Lanikai and Wailea, though, both beautiful stroke rate. Okay, yeah, looks like now we're showing Outrigger Canoe Club. They're somewhere around 4th or 5th overall, we think. Is this Outrigger?
Possibly. Not quite sure.
Yeah, we're going to try to confirm what it is.
Those numbers.
We're trying to confirm what this is.
Might be like 4th overall.
Yeah, and they would be first in the Unlimited probably.
That's the first unlimited on Chase, yeah. First or second?
Yeah, this is one of our top place unlimited canoes here. Probably top 2. We know Kaihitu's going to be up there with them. I'm not quite sure who this is, but it looks like it might be Outrigger based on the jerseys. Hard for us to see those numbers, folks.
So you can see another crew just inside of them. So I think these guys are maybe in fifth or so.
There you go. That's a kind of a drone shot of where we are. That's us in that escort boat, and to our right in the lead, that's Wailea Canoe Club, and you can see the spread between them and Lanikai's first crew as well. Several boat lengths back, but nothing that is insurmountable in the next few miles. So Wailea does not seem to be letting up the pressure. They are continuing to try to grab every bump, and Keikoa Kramer keeps trying to find the bumps, and he's also trying to keep an eye on where Karel Tresnik is at every moment. Karel always trying to use his gamemanship to come up from behind and make a hit of these guys. But what you're seeing now in your screen is this is going to be Puna Canoe Club in the Unlimited division.
Here we are. A good look at Lanikai
And we're
Canoe
back to
Club here.
Lanikai here. This is our second place crew.
Yep, looking back at Puna again. So these guys are running maybe 6th or 7th overall. And that position could change as clearly running really nicely in this Matahina. Oh, no, I'm sorry. That's a Tiger.
She got to drive over.
So this canoe right here that we're looking at, we think these guys are in 4th place, and we're just going to try to confirm who that is.
This is like 4th overall right here.
Oh, yep. This looks like
is a spec boat, 4th in the spec boat division as well, but they are trying to get tight.
Five, 6, 4 would be Outrigger Canoe Club. They're open men. Yep. Look, we were right. It's Outrigger.
Oh, there we go. Right
Yeah.
again.
Yeah, so Outrigger currently in 4th overall. Just behind them, another canoe, blue and white canoe over there. We'll try to get a beat on who that is.
I don't know what we're doing.
I'm going to show you guys canoe 611 at the COA. Get ready for live on 4.
All right, this is, again, our gang from Keoa Canoe Club in their koa. They seem to be continuing the lead in the koa division, and a nice smooth race for them. Yeah, Josh, that's my new friend. He don't know it yet. Josh don't know it yet, but we're buddies.
Oh, this here's Lili'uokalani Canoe Club, open men. This could be Eric Rafter.
From Kauai.
Lili'uokalani from Kauai. $564 is Puna Canoe Club, men's 40 plus. Oh, I'm sorry. I was reading 664. Wrong number there. We're looking back at Outrigger Canoe Club here.
Again, following Outrigger Canoe Club here. They're kind of, I think, running about 4th place. What you're looking at, I think that's Kalahui Kai that are.
Yep, that's the junior boys 6-person iron crew in the spec boat.
Is that Kalahui Kai red?
Yep.
Nice work by these guys. Not exactly sure where they are in the pack.
Yeah, Kahalui Kai has junior boys 6-person iron spec boat, and then they also have a 9-person changes crew. But I would expect this is probably their iron crew.
And we're back with Outrigger Canoe Club. They're having a nice race here. Like we said, about 4th place overall.
So if any of you guys watching on Facebook know who's in the Outrigger crew, then send us a note. We can shout out their names. Thanks. Yeah, what you guys are seeing right now is live. This is we're back on the 4th and 5th place canoes right here. If you look at the canoes up front, at least last that we were up there with Lili'uokalani, they were still running pretty closely together. Little ways back, 3rd place, and then here's 4th and 5th.
And we are getting close to our finish line here at the pier in Lili'uokalani. I would say, 5 miles at most here, and it is a beautiful day in Kona. It is hot. The sun is up, and hopefully all these crews are hydrating because there's still a good amount of ocean to be covered out here. Outrigger Canoe Club again from Island of Oahu. Perennial powerhouse. This is this 546 here? Or is this KLK again? I can't tell.
Yep, I think this is, if this is 546, this is Heimataiki.
Heimataiki.
Yeah.
Heimataiki. Maybe this is a Tahitian. Not quite sure.
Another nice, comfortable stroke going on with this crew. They look really comfortable as well.
Again, Matairiki here. Nice smooth paddling coming into Kona Town.
Hey guys, we got a sneak attack. We're going to show you that canoe. Let's figure out who they are. Press the button when you guys talk this.
I did.
Okay, you guys can see here, there's another canoe outside the that probably some of these other crews haven't even quite noticed. These guys are going to try for the outside drop in. We think this is Kaihitu's, yeah.
Crew, one of their open crews in the unlimited division. That's Kainoa Tanawai in seat 3. You can notice that big back anywhere. Here he goes. He's going to be bailing.
Yeah, so these guys are actually running pretty even with the
fourth and fifth.
Fourth and fifth. So this is actually like, yes, you're right. So they are in the lead for the unlimited, running even with the fourth and fifth place spec boats, like you just said.
I think, with these unlimited boats, a little heavier is okay, especially with men's crews. You want to have some of that drive in the boat with you. You need that momentum to keep you sliding on down the coastline.
Yeah, again, this is the first place unlimited Kaihitu Open Men Iron Unlimited, and they are kind of running in a pack with the fourth and fifth place spec boats, which is Outrigger and Namolakama. There's no.
This is the Big Island Junior Va'a on your screen right here. This is, again, in a spec boat. Junior division, I believe. I know those jerseys are Big Island Junior Va'a, but, man, those are some big bodies to be a juniors crew. There's some good-sized kids in that Va'a. But as it says on the front of that canoe, you can't really see it in front of that ama, but this is Big Island Junior Va'a. I was lucky enough to be gifted one of those cool red, white, and blue jerseys from their coach. And, these guys are going at it. Another good junior development team.
So, Kalai, you going to wear that jersey now and try to pretend like you're a teenager? So
well, they said if 40's the new 20, I might be in my 30s. Oh, shucks. It is good to see so many development crews, though, I tell you what. Between these guys, Kalahui Kai, all over. And here we go. This is 639. That's the second unlimited. This looks like our second place unlimited boat here. We're getting reports on Crew 639.
That's also a Wailea.
This is Wailea Canoe Club's another open crew from them. So right now, Wailea is first in the open, and
second in the unlimited
is third. I'm sorry. Wailea is first in the spec boat, with Kaihitu third in the spec boat, and it's Kaihitu first in the unlimited, Wailea second in the unlimited. So these two canoe clubs are going at it, representing the south side of Maui is Wailea, and the southwest side of the island of the Big Island, that would be Kaihitu. But on screen in front of you right now is Kai'elua Outrigger Canoe Club. I believe this is a club outside of in San Diego that I actually paddled for when I was in college. Kai'elua. They practice right out of the Mission Beach area there in San Diego. So I think this is that crew. Not to be confused with Kailua.
From
this
Oahu.
Is Kai'elua, as in the two oceans. And I think that they're talking about the inland waters of Mission Bay and then the outside waters of San Diego Bay. Nice work by these guys, though. Looking good, huh?
Yeah, they look great.
California boys.
Yep.
All right, we're on our drone here. This is that Kaiva'a Hydro canoe that you were talking about earlier, Katie. This looks good. This is Keokaha Canoe Club based upon those jerseys. I did a lot of homework last week, Katie, while we were in Big Island, just watching the jerseys and all that. So it's kind of, we know almost who it is. So that is Keaukaha over there in the white canoe that's Keaukaha's Team Oceania. And that would be guys like
Mario Mosio.
Mario Mosio and his gang up there. But they are repping Keaukaha right now.
I think
have Lili'uokalani.
I think their crew came in second place last year in this race.
Yeah, they were second place last year. Doing good again this year as well. I can't really tell who that is behind them in the red and yellow, but that is the Hydra with the yellow armor, Kaiwa'a's new Unlimited, and behind it the spec boat. In fact, I think they're both Keaukaha. That is Keaukaha jerseys as well right there. As we zoom in. Tell me I'm wrong, sis. Alex, you got to get ready to send Jace. Nice shot. You could kind of see by the increased amount of homes and buildings in the background there that we are closing in on Kailua Pier. Again, I think these are two Keaukaha canoes, one unlimited and one spec. You would have to imagine that the boat to your right, the unlimited boat, because of their later start, caught the spec boat and had passed them. But, Katie, it certainly doesn't look like these guys in the near ground in the spec boat are quite given up yet.
Oh, they've not given up at all. I mean, they can still see their competition around them, even though the unlimited is not in their division. But as we said, it's still a race.
I love that they are still going at each other and their club mates.
Oh, yeah. And they'll push each other to, try to catch up with them.
Again, this is Wailea's, I don't know if there's a first and second crew, but this is their other crew. They got one in white jerseys that's in the lead on the spec boat, and this is their other crew that is wearing red jerseys, and they are, we believe, second place in the Unlimited. Yeah, in 5, that's our boy Paka with his ponytail. Love that brother. He's doing a great job. Nice race today, Paka.
Another one of our sailing canoe buddies. Nice work, Lopaka.
Oh, yep, so I got again Wailea in second place in the Unlimited division.
Yeah, just wanted to let you know one of our Facebook friends wrote in and said the Nomolakama crew's got Christian Marston Jr., Makana Denton, Justin Watts, Luke Evslin, Jody Simpson, and Peku Umaru. Thanks for the info, guys. That's the Nomolakama crew, who we think is running about 5th place in the spec boat division. And 5th place overall, I think. So another person asking about the 9-man. I don't think we've seen any of them come up here near the front yet. So as we kind of pull back a little bit, because they had a 10-minute later start than these front canoes, but have not seen any escort boats, so I don't think any of them are up here yet. But once we drop back a little bit, we'll let you guys know as soon as we see some of the leaders in that division.
Nice stroke by these guys. Real consistent, kind of real up front. A little bit different than what we saw from the Kaihitu. I think they, across the board, had bigger paddlers and were using a longer, deeper, more full-bodied stroke. Wailea tends to be a little quicker on their stroke and a little bit more of an attack of the front, whereas the Kaihitu is kind of a nice big, strong pull all the way through with a much lower stroke rate. A lot of people think that this quicker stroke rate, really works for the unlimited. But as you can see, the comparison. This is Kaiehitu, right? They are a good maybe half a dozen boat lengths in front of that prior crew we were showing you, and they got a bigger, longer, deeper stroke. Look at that guy in 3. That is Kainoa Tanoai, son of Masepa Tanoai, and he is got to be 6'5", at least 260. That is a big fella there. He is a paddler that you want to have a stroke where you can use all of that power that he's able to generate, and you really need to open it up. And the onus or the responsibility rests not only on the coaching staff, but on that stroker. And now look how much Trey Cox, who's used to paddling with Kainoa, they paddled together on that Red Bull Va'a team that won Molokai Hoi in a couple years pre-pandemic. And they really opened up the stroke, able to let these big boys work. And when you have a nice ocean that's running like what we have right now in Kona, man, they really make it work. Again, we are watching here. This is the Wailea, a shorter stroke, but it works equally as well for this crew, and pretty much the same stroke that we're seeing on Wailea's first crew. I would imagine during practices or during 9-man season, these two crews from Wailea or these two crews from Kaiehitu, within those clubs, they could interchange paddlers, and they're all paddling pretty much the same, right?
Yeah, I would expect so. But it is great to watch these two crews that are so close together with such a different paddling style. And, clearly it both works. They're going pretty close to the same speed, but different sized people and just a different way to run the canoe a little bit.
I would gander to say that, gander, you like that one? I would gander to say that they are in the same boat. They look like they're both in Ozone Unlimited canoes. So I think they're in the same va'a. All right. We are going to continue our live coverage of the men's race here at the Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Festivals. We are coming down to the nitties and the gritties, folks. We are going to be taking a quick commercial break to thank our sponsors one last time before we zoom up to a position where we can cover this finish for you folks and bring you the best in live action from the world of paddling here on Ocean Paddler TV. We'll be right back. 2024 Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Race is proudly presented by Kai Opua Canoe Club and supported by the Hawaii Tourism Authority, the County of Hawaii, Queen K Texaco, Island Energy Services, Johnson Brothers of Hawaii Incorporated, High Noon, Kona Brewing Company, Daughters of Hawaii, Blue Ocean Mariculture, and by these fine supporters.
Aloha. One question we get is, what food goes well with a crisp Kona Light?
Smoked ahi dip, kimchi fried rice, chicken katsu, lomi salmon, hamachi kama, kalua pig, fresh made bruschetta. Bruschetta.
Brother, just say bread. Kona Light Blonde Ale from Kona Brewing, Hawaii.
Shoyu ahi poke, spicy ahi poke. Oh, bro, getting hungry.
Allow us to help you grow your events by reaching Hawaii's giant outdoor sports and ocean enthusiast demographic. Zone Media specializes in social media content production and distribution, drone and video production, cutting-edge live productions, and more. With over 25 years leading Hawaii's action sports market, give us a call at 808-343-3310.
The 2024 Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Race is proudly presented by Kai Opua Canoe Club and supported by the Hawaii Tourism Authority, the County of Hawaii, Queen K Texaco, Island Energy Services, Johnson Brothers of Hawaii Incorporated, High Noon, Kona Brewing Company, Daughters of Hawaii, Blue Ocean Mariculture, and by these fine supporters.
Aloha. In Hawaii, time moves a little slower, yeah? Like this refreshing longboard island lager. It was made for the laid-back lifestyle. So when the TV station said our Kona Brewing commercial had to be exactly 30 seconds long, we said, hey, no rush us. That would be disrespectful to the proper enjoyment of this longboard. And it's like we always say,
Allow us to help you grow your events by reaching Hawaii's giant outdoor sports and ocean enthusiast demographic. Zone Media specializes in social media content production and distribution, drone and video production, cutting-edge live productions, and more. With over 25 years leading Hawaii's action sports market, give us a call at 808-343-3310.
Hey, all right, Katie, we are back here as we are moving ahead quickly to get towards the finish line with some of our top crews right now. But we're back in the live action, and kind of the story has been this trade-off between the spec boats and the unlimited canoes, and how some of the top crews out there that may have, you don't just have 6 guys in your club that are fast. Usually a good club will have enough guys that can interchange. They have at least 12. And so on a race like this, when you can do iron, Katie, they'll break it up. They'll make 2 crews of 6 that are both really solid, and they'll enter in a couple of different divisions. And we've seen that with Kai'ehitu and Wailea. Wailea is first in the spec and second in the unlimited. And Kai'ehitu is third in the spec and first in the unlimited. And the spoiler in all of that is Lani Kayak Canoe Club in their spec, and they are in second place right now, trying to hunt down Wailea. And we're going to catch up with them right here in a moment and see how that's all playing out as we get into the finish line. Now, we've had all kind of requests from people on our Facebook page. Where's this crew and that crew? And we're doing our best to cover everybody, and you'll really get an opportunity to see your favorite crew finish here. But I want to say a big shout out to all the juniors, like Big Island Va'a juniors, Kai'ehitu, a number of these crews are out here. We saw Kilohana, I think, and of course the gang. A special shout out to my boys from Molokai. Kaiki Helm is out there, and him and his boys. So we'll be
those
looking
boys
for
that
them at the end.
the boys that dominated the Splash Fest yesterday.
They
were
yeah.
amazing.
Yeah, the boys came from Kilohana, I think. No, was Kauai and Molokai, and they dominated the Splash Fest yesterday. The Splash Fest, of course, is where it's one of the events that lead up to this race today. It's kind of a fun event, and they have a bomb contest off the dock here in Kailua, and man, these kids were blowing it up. And my friend's son from Kauai, he won with a manu. Yeah, a manu bomb, and boom!
Oh,
and
it was
up.
amazing. These I want to say skinny little teenage boys, but they could just really put some water flying in the air. It's impressive.
It's just like paddling. You gotta have technique, Auntie. You gotta no
They
matter how
did.
big you are, you gotta have good technique.
They had the technique.
And speaking of technique, here comes Wailea. Francis, why the fuck are we way up here?
So we're gonna try to check out now where Lani Kai. Oh, boy, it looks like Wailea has put a gap on Lani Kai since we last saw them. Yeah. Wailea has moved substantially ahead. As they pull the drone back here, you guys will eventually get to see where they are in position related to second place. But Wailea
So, Katie, what
definitely
happens
moving
if
out.
Wailea wins this again this year?
Then they've won 3 in a row. Tripartite.
Is that 3? The only 3 coming out of the pandemic, right? We've had it for 3 years.
Yeah.
22, 23, 24.
Sounds
now,
right.
Coming out, I think it was 20 and 21 we missed, right? Because
Correct.
there wasn't any racing.
Yeah.
And so they won the last 3, man. Somebody was practicing while everybody was social distancing. These
right.
guys, the Wailea's always been strong. And, a lot of these crew members, maybe not all of the same guys, but we're kind of built off of that Team Primo gang that we saw, Team Kaipa'a gang that we saw, and they are not all the same guys. Koa's still there, but a lot of these guys were brought into this higher level paddling training with guys like Mael Carey and Kai Bartlett and a lot of those guys.
Yes.
So these guys are looking great right here.
They learned from some of the best for sure, and they're
And
holding their own. And yes,
But look, there's a little bump out there, and look at Koa Kramer
yes,
getting a little surf. Nice work, boys.
yeah, really
Koa is
beautiful
just
job of
holding
these
it
guys.
here.
You can hear, we can hear Kekoa pushing them.
Is that Tristan Santos in 2?
I think so.
I think it is.
Well, we've got the true.
Mom Margie got mad at me last year because I didn't recognize him. I can hear him talking right now. He's kind of encouraging his crew to push forward and grab onto some of these bumps out here. But really, the story is over the last maybe 20 minutes since we saw them last, they've opened up their gap on Lanikai Canoe Club, who is back from them now, I would say, a good 10 boat lengths.
Yeah, another great.
Christian. Christian.
Kramer.
Can you get the drone up so we see the gap
They're really.
between them and them?
At the Queen Lili'uokalani race.
Yeah.
Yep, here you can see Lanikai, second place in the spec. Well, second place overall right now, but they are second place in the spec boat division.
Looking very calm though. I'm pretty sure they got a good lead on the third place boat from Kaiehitu behind them. But right now, Wailea is cruising into victory lane right now. They're trying to catch a little bit of this bump coming off their rear port quarter.
You can see the distance between them now in this shot.
There. That's a good drone shot, folks, where you can see that way in the distance to your right. That is Wailea. And right here in the foreground, that is Lanikai Canoe Club. And so, nice work by these guys, both of them. Lanikai looking very relaxed and very strong still. They're going to be second in the spec and second overall across the finish line.
Barring nothing happens between now and then.
Well, we're looking at this Wailea canoe. They're still pressing. Look at them press. Yes, going for it all the way. Nice work over there. Beautiful job by these guys. Nice release on the back end of these strokes. Yep, and I can hear Tristan Santos Kohokele's voice, and he's kind of pressing his canoe into these bumps. And they are dropping a little water out of there, bailing the canoe as they get ready to make their final drive into the finish line.
Yeah, we're pretty close here. We're probably a quarter mile from the finish, so these guys can see it right in front of them. They're feeling happy by now.
Yep. Nice pressure here. Nice pressure on the blade. They're putting the pressure but not feeling the pressure. How about that? We'll take that. Nice.
Kekoa doing one little last check there, position of second place, but they don't need to worry much at this point. I think we're closing in on the finish line, and they've got a comfortable lead.
Yeah, they borrowed a canoe from, looks like Waikoloa Canoe Club. And, they're getting a nice press. And what's good about that, Katie, is that we'll be able to see a little bit of surfing action as all these crews come into the finish line. So our plan was to send a camera crew ahead. These guys are half mile or less from the finish line at Kona Pier. And we sent a camera crew ahead onto the pier to hopefully catch some footage of this finish. But It's going to be a great race finish from this gang at Wailea. Just
Okay,
pressing,
I thought
pressing all
that
the way.
last look by Keikoa was his final look, but I just got another one, so I think maybe
He's
that
always
was his
looking.
final look.
The game is on till the game is over. You know
That's
what I mean?
right. It's not over till it's over.
Yeah, but I would say it's a good 200 meters, 200 yards between Lanikai and Wailea at this point. And there are a couple of crews just back from this Lanikai crew. And I want to say on the inside there, that's going to be Kaiehitu in a spec, and then it might be Kaiehitu again in an unlimited on the outside. So look at this finish here, folks. Nice finish here with a drone follow cam from this Wailea crew. Nice big bites. You know, what I've seen here, I really like. They have a lot of body in their stroke. It's really strong, big reach, and they're pressing.
Yeah.
The stroke and the whole demeanor of this crew is aggressive. Look at them. They're picking it up, going into a finish that they have probably a quarter-mile lead on the rest of the pack, right?
Yeah.
At least a quarter-mile lead. So I like that. The competitive, the gamesmanship, you know, just the level of paddling that we're seeing right here. And they're going at it.
Just a beautiful, really upfront stroke. It's great watching these guys.
Good twist, good catch.
And they're going to push it all the way across the line. And you can see that finish line right up ahead there, the orange buoy, and they're going to bring it home.
Nice paddling. But you look at the angle of the bodies of all of them. Look at the angles of the shaft as they enter the water. All the same. All the same. That is being in unison. When they're entering in and out of the water, that's some of the little pieces of magic that allows you to win the Queen Lili'uokalani canoe race 3 years
in a row.
So awesome for these boys. Congratulations to Wailea. They're going to have a first in the spec division. They
First
are going to
overall.
be first overall.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if the unlimited time might be a shorter time, but they are going to be very competitive and placing in the unlimited division as well. Beautiful work. Yes, Wailea switching it up all on one side, trying to fly to Ama here. Little bit of Ama fly as they come across the finish line. Here we go. Yeah, Wailea. Congratulations. These boys out of Maui putting it on right now. Nice work. Yeah, we're getting a good shot of how many folks have lined up at the pier by this point. So all of our women's crews were able to finish a couple of hours ago, roughly. They caught a ride back up here that takes about another half hour, went to the hotel room or maybe the beach, shower off. They're ready to meet their kane with a nice cooler full of cold beverages.
That's right.
And the party is about to start. I tell you what, the party has started for Wailea. And here comes Lanikai's first, coming across the finish line, again in a spec boat, second overall. And what a great finish from Lanikai, nice and strong. Here they come, Lanikai Canoe Club from the east shore of the island of Oahu. Representing Oahu, it is Lanikai Canoe Club. Open, second overall and second in the spec boat. Nice work, fellas. Nice work.
That is Lanikai Canoe Club. 665, our second crew to cross the finish line.
Okay, and just about to come across the finish line now is the next spec boat.
All right, and right behind them, this is Kaiehitu Canoe Club, third overall in spec and third overall and third in spec. Sorry about that. So both of those. Nice race from them. They were kind of closing in on Lani Kai.
They
at
were
the end
closing
there,
in,
weren't
I
they?
think. Yes.
Yeah. Kaihitu from the beginning. So what's neat about that is 1, 2, 3. You have representation from 3 different islands, going to show that there's no one island that dominates. You would think would be Oahu, right? We have the most people, but man, you can see the paddling is really strong on the Big Island and on Maui.
That
for
is
sure.
For sure. But Hawaii is still holding out the top 3 positions here, even with all the international paddlers.
The other thing I like is that these aren't necessarily like throw together like ace kind of crews. These are all representing canoe clubs, which is kind of cool. I think we're going back to grounding our teams, our better teams within a canoe club, and I think we're going to have our first finisher in the unlimited division. This might be Kaihitu as well.
Yeah, this was the crew that was kind of on the outside, I think. We were watching them, yeah?
Our another Kaihitu crew. Great finish for them. Coming across the finish line. First in the unlimited, Kaihitu. Kaihitu third and fourth overall. Nice work, gang. And like we talked about earlier, it's going to be interesting seeing what happens with Wailea's other crew. Are they going to be second?
Yes, they are, because
right
they're coming up right here. Yep.
That is Wailea's other open crew that was entered in the unlimited division, and they're looking great, coming across the line in second place in the unlimited division. Congratulations.
They're unlimited open bins.
No, I think we've got a little bit of a gap before we get next. Oh, yes, here comes Lili'uokalani. So they are going to be, dolphins. Sorry,
look
got
at
dolphins
this, folks.
hit by
We
a
have
boat.
dolphins in the water right here in front of our boat. But what you're seeing is the finish of this canoe.
This is
right off the
Lili'uokalani
pier,
coming across.
Coming in here. This is
Lili'uokalani.
Lili'uokalani, and that would be fourth in the
spec boat.
Yeah, in the spec boat. Amy, can you take notes on the top finishers in every division? At least 3, please. Write it down because we're going to forget. Alex, we'll have a pen. All right, and here's our next finisher in the spec division, Outrigger Canoe Club. Outrigger Canoe Club.
That's Outrigger Canoe Club. Blue open bed.
Wow.
Okay, we've got a race finishing right here. We've got 2 unlimited boats battling it out. I think this is
a battle. Come on, cheer them on. They're not leaving nothing behind. Other than the canoe behind them. 565.
All right, great finishes there. Outrigger and Kale Kaha.
646. Kale Kaha. Team Oceana UL.
All right, and the canoes continue to come in here.
So we're going to have our next
So we've
boat.
had our first 4 places in.
And we've got
Unlimited.
another 3 canoes coming in. It looks like these are going to all be unlimited canoes.
We got some crews that are battling to the finish line coming up. Right here.
Okay.
Come on. Make some noise for these guys as they've been paddling hard.
This is that crew from Lili'uokalani Canoe Club. That's Lili'uokalani Canoe Club out of San Diego.
And
And
then-
right behind them, it's Keoa.
Lili'uokalani Outrigger Canoe Club. Open beds.
And then behind them
And
is a Lanikai.
Keoa right here. And Lanikai is unlimited.
Yep.
That's the Puna Canoe Club.
And then we've got a spec boat approaching.
I'm sorry. That was Puna Canoe Club. I'm sorry.
Yep.
In that, not Keoa.
And
That
then-
was Puna.
and then
Canoe
Lanikai.
Club. So as it falls out right here in the spec boat, our top five were Wailea, Lanikai, Kai'ehitu, Namolokama, and Outrigger. In Unlimited, it was Kai'ehitu, Wailea, Outrigger, Keokaha, Oceania.
645 is Keokaha. Team Oceana opens them.
5 was Lili'uokalani from San Diego, and Puna in 6th, and Lanikai in 7th place.
That's Manu Okekai. Crew 638 open beds.
Yeah, Luke.
All right, congratulations to Luke Evslin and Namolokama with their 4th place finish. And then the Big Island Junior Va'a, I believe that is our first juniors across the line in a spec boat. I think they were, I'm not sure if they're placing overall in the spec, might be 6th.
650. There it is. That's a Big Island Junior Va'a. They're out of order, but it's shown here. Age group 15 to 18.
Yeah, those guys flew across the finish line. Great work by them.
Looks like we got a Huinalu canoe coming in.
Huinalu is our next crew going to be coming in here in another unlimited boat. Those telltale black and yellow. Yeah.
572 belongs to Huinalu Canoe Club.
Congratulations, Huinalu. Great job out there. And we continue to have them come across the line, but we've certainly had, shucks, about our first 14 or 15 canoes cross the finish line. Nice work from these young guys.
And these are the guys now as they're approaching the finish line. They've got the dolphins out there with them, so pretty awesome.
Yeah, we have dolphins right inside the pier here at the finish line for this. They came in to check it out.
Here comes our first koa.
Yeah. Is this a Tahitian crew here coming in? Can you check on that crew right there? 546. And we have our first koa. This is, first koa is Keoa Canoe Club.
546.
And another junior va'a from KLK, Kalahui Kai.
656. Outrigger Canoe Club White. And 602.
All right, gang.
Kalahui Kai, Red Juniors. Junior boy.
Nice work from Huinalu and Keokaha. The hits continue to come in here, folks, and the crews continue to cross the finish line.
And here's a boat. Oh, no.
Another unlimited canoe coming in.
Next crew finishing here from, is that Lanikai Canoe Club?
644.
Yeah, 644.
None other. Oh, they're out of order, too. That is the Manu Okekai.
Oh, Manu Okekai. That's right. They have one guy from Lanikai in their crew.
That's Kailua Canoe Club.
Here comes
All right,
Kailua Canoe
Kailua
Club right
Canoe
there.
Club.
50 plus.
50s, yeah. Yes, bless. Is that Kawai Mahoy?
Oh, I think it is.
Steering that crew, I believe.
I think you're right.
Another crew finishing here.
660. That's Lili'uokalani Canoe Club 3, number 3 open men.
Yep, so here we go. I think that's a Bora Bora Canoe Club coming in there. The Talifit gang. I think that's a club out of Tahiti finishing there with the red
That might be
jerseys.
the first Matahina.
Yeah.
I think that might be the first Matahina boat. Yeah.
Finishing there.
Yeah. Yep, another crew coming in, trying to get a read on who that is.
People on the beach are just erupting. Is this our first 50s crew coming in? This is
Yes, it is.
Haihitu right there. That is their 50s in the yellow boat. It might be 55. I think that's Pat Vaughn in 5, Bruce Ayao, June Balanga in 2. Nice work by them. Oh, man. Great work out there. Another one of these Tiger Canoe coming in.
That's Kamehameha Canoe Club. Open men, unlimited. 624. That's Kuna Canoe Club's Kaheao. Open men.
Looking good over here, folks.
Yep, got some
Man,
little
the crowds
short
on
gaps.
the pier are going nuts. Look at all of these people here. We're catching with our canoe, with our camera, sorry. And here we go. Now we're going to get some numbers coming off of that dock. There we go. There's our guy. Now we'll be able to see some numbers reported to you folks. Again, we've had probably our top at least 20, maybe as many as 30 crews finish right now. And again, they've got a tailwind behind them, driving them into the finish line.
This looks like a Kailua Canoe Cup, I'm guessing.
Hey, Chris, can you tell Jason the number on the back? The number on the back of the canoe.
Yeah, some tight racing coming in here. All the different canoe types. We got another spec boat coming in.
Here we go.
Looks like another almost Huinaulu colors. I'm not sure who that is.
Oh, it's
That
a
is,
Tishi crew.
I think that's a Tahitian crew.
Yeah.
Right there with the black and white and yellow.
This might be their, I think they have a 40s crew. Wow, look at the water here. Looks pretty beautiful as well.
Yeah, look at Kailua Kona. Just a beautiful town. Wakapaimua coming across over there. That is our gang out of Molokai. I love that name, Wakapaimua. Yep.
Yeah, big crowd on the pier there to cheer on all these people coming
There's
across.
the 55s from here in Kona. All right, here we go. A couple of more Va'a coming in across.
168.
And that's Lili'uokalani Canoe Club coming in over there with their red, yellow, and green canoe. And Ko'olauloa Canoe Club, they're from the Kahana Bay area.
Yep, got all these crews pushing it into the end here. You know, there's still probably plenty of divisions that haven't got their first place yet coming across. So a lot of people still battling it out here as they approach the finish.
Some of our Matahina coming across the line here.
Yeah, again, the Matahina had its own division this year. It's what we would consider an unlimited canoe only because it doesn't meet the Hawaiian Canoe Racing Association specifications, but because it is heavier than a lot of the
FCRCC. That's from Falls Creek Racing Canoe Club in Canada. They did really good this year.
Here's another battle coming up to the finish line here.
Another Kaihitu crew coming in here. Man, did they have some depth. And right next to them, Kilohana Canoe Club from the island of Kauai. Nice work. Man, there's some big boys in that club. They were making that spec canoe move, man.
Yeah, that's right.
Nice work by those guys.
Yep.
And here come more crews to at the delight of the onlookers here. But it is a tight finish. They are on the press, competing for the strong finish here. Let's see. Lili'uokalani there.
That wood canoe there is actually an unlimited canoe. It's not a
koa. Spooky spec boat.
Yep.
I don't know.
It's in the unlimited division.
Spooky unlimited canoe. It's an interesting design. And they keep coming in, folks. Another Matahina boat here.
Yeah, 2 in a row right here.
Another gang from Keaukaha on the Hilo side of the island. And it looks like our third place koa. All right.
That might even be a koa H division crew, I think.
Yup, some of our a little bit more senior paddlers making a good drive across the finish line here.
Little tight battle between this Matahina and 2 unlimited canoes.
Tiger canoe there. Yeah.
Boy, another Kaihitu canoe. It's great. They've got a big showing today.
Kaihitu's putting together a lot of crews, man, for this one. Club looking strong right now. Here comes Namolokama. That was Namolokama again finishing there.
That is
Mono
Mono
Kekai over there in orange.
North Shore of Oahu.
Yep, North Shore.
And they were followed by Pualele Canoe Club. And then Onake. Oh, there's one of the Onake crews. They had a lot of fans on Facebook cheering for them.
Yeah, they did. Another Keaukaha crew. They put in about four or five crews themselves. That's a big men's program they got going on there. Good for them. Nice work. Some of our another couple of unlimiteds here battling into the finish line. Yeah, Sean.
Comes another koa boat coming in. Oh, we just had a 60-plus crew finish.
60
awesome.
plus, huh?
Good
I
finish.
like that. Still can. You know what I mean? Still can.
Still
what
can.
a great way to finish. You know, you got spectators here, all on the beach. It's only a short paddle. You got right around the corner to where you would pull your out of the water.
You got dolphins welcoming you in.
Yeah, there were dolphins. Somebody cued the dolphins on that. That was pretty amazing. All right, who we got else coming across the line over here in yellow and green? That looks like from the team number 5 from Oahu, that is Leeward Kai Canoe Club, coming across over there. I think that was Alfred Van Giesen steering them in seat 6. Congratulations to them and Leeward Kai Canoe Club. Ooh, that is a big boat coming in hot into the anchorage there.
Is this our first mixed crew?
Oh, here we go. This is another Leeward Kai crew mix, first mix. Looking good. Yeah, Leeward Kai. Their mixed crew right behind their open. And Huinalu's got another one crossing the line there in yellow. Looks like a Masters Division canoe in all blue. Is that Kailua? Man, look at that shot. We're drone camera on the pier. Hopefully we can get everybody to Shaka Cam. Shaka the drone if you can, folks, if you are aware out there. And that is going to be a great look at how many folks came just to kind of
what an awesome way to
finish here and a beautiful day.
Awesome way to
Kona.
Finish a race and have all these people here
cheering you on.
Yeah. And actually, you know, there are people here cheering for specific people,
right,
but
right.
people are cheering for everybody that's
people
coming
shouting
across.
out your name, but you can see how they're going around the corner. The canoes are going around the corner, and in the backdrop over there, you can see them being pulled up on the beach. Here we go, Hoimana from right here in Hawaii. Hoimana Canoe Club.
673.
All right, look. Another crew from Huinalu coming in here. This looks like
right.
a
Number 2.
40s or 50s crew right there for Huinalu. Solid job. And then, is that another Manuoke Kai?
Yes. It's like another Manu canoe.
Yeah, I think that's Manuoke Kai there in orange, coming across in the Bradley Lightning. And Lani Kai crew
That is
here.
Scotty Freitas steering.
Yeah, Scotty Freitas.
That's
All right.
that's Raven Ipa and C4. I think this is a 60s plus crew. Wow.
And here come a juniors crew, another one from Kalahui Kai making it across the line there. Congratulations to these juniors.
Yeah, great junior showing today. So many
lot of
really,
juniors crews.
really good
Not
crews.
only in the Kane, but Wahine too, and there were some even international juniors crews. Hoimana, another Hoimana crew coming across the line. Yes, gang.
Yep, two Matahinas in a
And
row here. Followed by
Couple of
another.
Matahinas
Yeah.
coming here. Kaioni Crew Club mixed open. Our brother
Comes
Micah Kalama in there.
looks like another Lili'uokalani canoe
This
coming.
is Lili'uokalani. This is their juniors from Lili'uokalani Canoe Club on Maui coming across here. Thank you all for wearing the jerseys to tell who the heck is who the heck. I believe this is another crew out of Tahiti, a mixed crew coming in there in yellow and white. And is this a juniors out of Canada?
That's what it looks like.
Boy, these juniors are all kind of tight. This is a juniors crew out of Puna Canoe Club. Puna Canoe Club juniors there in the green canoe. And man, the canoes continue to roll in. The traffic is intense right now. Maybe a 40s crew coming across here. That's Outrigger Canoe Club's, maybe 50s, I'm not sure, 40s, one of those.
566 is what we're calling it. And we're calling that Outrigger Canoe Club. Actually, 60 bucks.
All right, here comes a mixed crew going for it over here. Is this Na Pili Canoe Club
like
from
Na
the island
Pili.
of Maui in the Lahaina area?
Yep.
Looking Lahaina strong over there. Na Pili in pink. And Looks like Kyle Pua just inside of them with a white boat, and Keolamau, that's a senior, is not sure out of where, but they got to watch the traffic. Keoka coming in. Man, don't slow down. Pile of crews here coming in.
Boy, tight traffic. So many canoes. And these guys are racing right to the finish.
Junior. These guys better get out of the way. Keep paddling.
It's tight.
Outrigger's got another crew coming in there.
The big medical boat.
Right now that power boat is blowing it on the inside.
That's the medical boat, which may be about to cause a medical issue.
Yeah, medical boat is in the way.
Yeah.
Oh, no. Is the doctor in the house? Is the captain at the wheel? What is going on here? Another Kaiopua crew.
Yep, another mixed crew coming in. Kaiopua.
All right, now our medical boat coming to get out of the way. This is Kumolokahi Canoe Club out of the Elks in the island of Oahu. They're coming across in their purple and gray.
BPOE, Best People on Earth.
BPOE, Best People on Earth. Benevolent and Protective Order of Elks.
That's right.
As you would know, my fellow elk.
That's right.
And Lanikai. This looks like a novice crew coming across the line from Lanikai Canoe Club. Waikiki Beach Boys as well, their open crew. Hydrated and hatted.
Another Waikiki Beach Boys crew there.
Yeah. And they keep coming in fast and furious here.
And there's a Lokahi Canoe Club crew who's finished.
Let's see. Ooh, the festivities have started on shore, Katie.
Another Namola Kamako
going.
class.
The brothers and sisters are jamming out there.
It's going to be a big celebration coming up for all these people who paddled all the way here from Honaunau. We got another mixed crew crossing here. Looks like another Kailua Canoe Club crew.
Another juniors crew coming in there, right next to some of our older paddlers from Waikoloa. Looks like a mixed crew coming in here, Katie, in black and white.
Oh, there's a little battle
and
coming in here.
Juniors. Man, there are a lot of young paddlers here. This is Kumolokahi's junior boys.
Oh, that's great. Trying to battle with the other crew. Good push to the finish. Here comes another, looks like a Kailua Canoe Club crew.
Kailua Masters crew here.
Yeah.
Their 50s Masters came in already. This might be a 60s here.
Yep. I think so. Looks like might be Mike Willett steering.
Yeah, that is Mike Willett. Very good eye. Mike Willett at the helm there in that Kailua boat. That would probably be 60s then. Because the 50s already finished with Kawai Mohoe. Wow.
Looks like a mixed-up crew there, the different shirts.
There you go. Kumolokahi there.
Oh, New Hope Canoe Club.
Kumolokahi finishing up over there in the gray long-sleeve jerseys. I'm sorry, not Kumolokahi. Keahiaka-Hoi. Keahiaka-Hoi Canoe Club, senior men.
Here's
right,
another.
continue to come across the line here.
Looks like a mixed crew coming in.
That is a mixed crew, yeah. A couple of wahines there, one steering, one stroking.
Hawaiian Canoe
Hawaiian
Club,
Canoe
mixed
Club,
crew.
yeah.
Here comes another junior boys crew in the,
Man,
the
there
carbon
have to be
canoe.
at least a dozen juniors crews. I like it.
Yeah. So actually, the mixed crews, the rule is for mixed that you have to have. Well, you can't have any more than 3 men, but you have to have at least 2. So I know there are some mixed crews actually out here that have 4 women and 2 men. Yeah.
Here's a mixed crew right here with, as you said, 4 women. Only men in 3 and 4. That's Falls Creek Racing Canoe Club.
Yep.
They're out of Vancouver, Canada. They have 4 ladies and 2 kanes.
Yes.
And actually did pretty well.
I wouldn't expect anything
All
less
right, here
from
comes
4
another
Wahines.
koa. Oh, yeah. Whatever you say. Kiowa, oh, now. This looks like they're juniors here.
And another koa canoe.
Another juniors, and here comes the koa. Who is that in that koa? Vakapaimua. And our announcer on the shore needs a lesson in pronunciation of Hawaiian words. That's okay. I'll go talk to him later. Vakapaimua. I love the way that sounds. Oceanside finishing there in that koa. And here comes another mixed crew.
Here we've got a couple of men's crews coming up here. Spec boats.
Ooh, with the spray skirt.
Yeah.
Vela.
No bailing, but probably a little warmer.
Yeah.
Not sure why the guy in C5 there is wearing a skull cap,
Yeah.
beanie cap.
Maybe it's insulated.
Yeah.
Full of water.
Yep. Hope it's full of ice.
Yeah, Wakahi open men there. All right, here's another.
Looks like maybe another age group division in the spec division.
Maybe
Maybe another 50s
is
group.
that Manuki Kai? No, not sure.
Oh, Team Onipa'a. Yeah, good work. Oh, that's the
And as they
POS.
continue to come across the finish line here, another crew in an unlimited.
Some nice crowd shots. Look how crowded.
Beautiful, yeah.
Oh, yeah, again.
A lot of our folks, a lot of our crowd of women that were on the beach are making their way back to the shoreline to help their kane get the canoes de-rigged.
Yeah, you can
It's
sail
start
the
to thin out there on the harbor a little bit
Yep.
as they, like I said, go back and help their kane from their canoe club down rig all those canoes. Continue to have another ade here that looks like a mixed crew. Some Lanikai guys in there. Here comes Lili'uokalani Canoe Club Mixed coming in here. And another senior gang from Kai'ehitu Canoe Club. That's what I love about Lili'uokalani. They always have those jerseys. You can tell who they are, where they're from. You know, they rep the
Yes.
colors.
Yes,
It's not like,
they sure do.
you know, even Kai'ehitu, it's red and white. You're going to
Yes.
know.
Yep.
It's not some of these guys that, like, change up the color at the last minute. Like, who are you?
This year we're gray, and then we're blue,
Yeah.
and then we're green.
Yep. Another mixed crew coming in across the line. Here's a big shot of what we're got going on over here. There is that long finger of a pier coming out into the water here right off of the King Kamehameha hotels. And you can see how the finish line is on the outside, kind of to more left of your screen, and as you're coming around, that is a heiau on the point there, and the canoes have to work their way into this little inlet to be able to get their va either up onto the pier or up onto the beach. But you can see how busy it's going to be getting in that inshore waters right now. How much is going on there, and
the canoes that are
it's
finishing.
crazy. You got 215 canoes coming.
That's right. And you've got canoes that are coming in to finish and turning around doing a 180, but then they have to cross the race course.
So you have to cross the race course to get into where you unload your boat.
And they're crossing just at that point when canoes are like pushing it to the very end. So they're at top speed. They're racing each other. And so these crews that have finished and have spun around, they're trying to get back over to the beach area. They have to wait their turn to cross without interfering. So a busy little area right here.
It is a very busy area. And there we are posted up right in the middle of it. And they continue to you can see crews coming in to finish, crews trying to make it past the finish line. They come around, make basically a
270.
Like a 200 degree, like 270 degree turn. Coming around and back across where they can downrig their boats. A lot of our novice crews and senior crews finishing now.
So great, guys. So the steersman here that's coming across looks like he's dyed his beard blue or green or something for fun.
That is Noosa we saw just come across here.
Yes.
And a mixed crew, 70s, followed by a junior crew. Yeah. Good work, gang.
Yeah, some juniors celebrating. So a couple more canoes.
From those guys.
Another Koa canoe coming to the finish
here.
here. Got a little battle with these two guys.
643 Pure Light Racing.
Yeah, Pure Light.
Mixed crew and a
Pure Light Racing.
Maybe an age group crew in the Koa.
Is, in the para category. They're doing a great job. And Waikoloa there as well.
Some more spec boats coming in. 3 spec
like
boats and a Koa.
Another Waikoloa crew.
Yeah.
And Lana Kila from California.
5, 3, 7. That's got to be Lana Kila with that will reach California. Then to the west. 514. 550 good. 314. 515. Down Easy Wood. 530.
This is the Hawaiian Outrigger Voyaging Society coming across here.
Yeah, these guys are great. You know, they actually had planned to, after this race is over, maybe not today, same day, but they were going to paddle their canoe back to Maui from here after doing this race.
Wow.
Maybe tomorrow, but they've decided not to because of the potential weather issues, not knowing what's really happening with the hurricane that's passing by and another one coming in. But those guys have done some serious navigation, including paddling all the way around the Big Island at one point.
A lot of mixed crews coming in here.
Yep, another Koa coming in. Okay, we've got another Kauai High Canoe Club crew battling it out with Kailua all the way to the end.
Kauai High Canoe Club looking good there.
Yep.
Or is that Wailea? That's Wailea Canoe Club in a Kauai High boat with their red jerseys coming across.
Yep.
Nice finish there as a Kailua Canoe Club inside of them.
Yep, got another mixed crew here headed to the finish. They're in a Keo'au canoe, but they may have lent out their club.
Mission
Oh,
Bay,
mixed
all
nuts.
right.
Mission Bay.
California.
Yeah, Mission Bay mixed nuts. Awesome.
Can I ask for a strange favor from you?
Another age
A lot of crews
group.
still coming across the line here.
Yeah. Oh, this is Kamehameha Canoe Club.
Canoe Club's 50-plus band coming across the line there.
Yep, Kamehameha from Oahu.
Hipa is this Kaneohe Canoe Club, perhaps.
This looks like a Lanikai crew, possibly.
Looks
like
like
a
a
mixed-
mixed juniors coming across the line here.
Yep.
Waimanalo.
Oh, that's great. Waimanalo.
Waimanalo Canoe Club finished there in a mixed juniors. Yeah, gang, nice work.
That looks like
Oh, where's that out of? That was Dragon Sports finishing there.
Hoimana 40 plus tossed
Yeah,
across.
Hoimana 40 plus coming across the line. That's right. And here's Kumulokai mix.
Looks like another Kailua Canoe Club crew right in front of the Kumulahai crew.
I think that was Lokai Jackson. Yeah. Kumulokai across the line there. 40s mix.
It's another spec boat coming in. Men's crew. Looks like they got their youngest steering this crew here.
Yeah, look at that young man bringing the uncles home. There he is. Look at that young guy. Way to go.
Look, we got another spec boat coming in. Looks like a mixed
Yeah,
crew.
one of our paddlers here. If we can
Yep.
get a shot.
Yeah, he expended a little too
Looks
early.
like, the gentleman in seat 3's cramping up. Got to get him straight to the medical tent.
That is Kilohana Hawaii Raw.
Man, it is busy in the water here, folks. As you can see on your screen, the canoes continue to come across the line at the finish here of the Queen Lili'uokalani canoe races. This is our Kane and mixed open divisions. They have some great races going on right now, and some battles as they continue to finish. There's a lot of our mixed crews, a lot of our senior crews coming in here. Even some of our juniors are left. Most of our open men's crews have finished the race here. And again, congratulations out to in our spec canoes. That was in first place Wailea of Maui, second Lanikai from Oahu, Kaihitu in third, Namolokama from Kauai in fourth, and Outrigger Canoe Club in fifth. I like that how you got canoes from all over the place, all the different islands, and just a good note is that right behind them in sixth place, Big Island Junior Va'a, and right behind them was KLCC. That's the Kalahui Kai Juniors. In the Unlimiteds, it was Kaihitu winning it, and in second, Wailea. So really, Kaihitu and Wailea, a great showing in both the spec and the Unlimited. In third place was Outrigger Canoe Club. Fourth was Keokaha Oceania. Fifth was Kai'elua. I believe they were out of San Diego. In sixth was Puna. Lanikai in seventh, and Huinalu in 8th in the unlimited. And Kiowa was our first place in the koa. So congratulations to all of those crews. Great job out there. We don't have the race information.
Yeah, thank you guys for tuning in. Still watching here is plenty more canoes coming in. We had 215 canoes today in this part of the race, which was all of the men's divisions as well as the open and the 40s mix. Came from Honau now back up here to Kailua Kona. So plenty of canoes of all these different divisions and still coming in, still racing it out to the finish, still crossing the line. So more to see here. Right now we're looking at some of the crews that have already finished making their way back over to the beach area. They got to wait for a time when none of the crews are coming in to finish so they don't interfere with them. But that's just how it goes in this little bay. Got to wrap around.
Yeah,
you gotta
it's
cross.
tight in here, let me tell you. It's tight. It's kind of similar to the Molokai Hoi Nawainio Kikai, but you don't have to cross over after.
Yeah, but this has got another spec boat coming in. I think this is another Waikiki Beach Boys crew. From Honolulu,
Nice
the island of
effort
Oahu.
from these canoes that continue to come across the line. And we got all of our keikis over there on shore jumping off into the water, enjoying themselves this afternoon. And what a beautiful finish to this canoe race. Did you see the dolphins earlier,
Oh,
Katie?
the dolphins
That
was amazing.
incredible.
And they hung around for a while.
That
They kind of
was
went out and
incredible.
went over to where the canoes were finishing. So the people that were coming or just before they came across the line were welcome to back to Kailua Kona
Waikiki
by
Beach Boys crew trying to finish here as they come across the line. We're continuing to follow them. And our tents, our medical tents, are definitely going to be used as these folks come in. Some of them, hey, all right. We have a crew right here from Australia that is just finished their race. Congratulations out to them. That's a mixed crew out of Australia. Bunch of mixed teams finishing up right now. Man, what a great place to come and race.
Yep, you guys are seeing a few more crews coming across, coming up to the finish line. This looks like another men's spec boat crew. Coming into still throngs of people on the shoreline there. Welcome in, cheering. Everybody over there's cheering for pretty much everybody that crosses over. It's awesome. And then just behind them, oh, that's a Napili Canoe Club.
Coming across is their 50s crew over there from the Lahaina area on the island of Maui.
Just behind them is a mixed crew.
Man, look at this. We are now probably, let's see, 2 hours, 45 minutes into this race. About there, maybe closer to 2.5 hours for some of these crews that started later.
The later
like
heats.
The nine person heats or the unlimited heats. So been a long afternoon on the water for some of these crews, but it's about 2:30 here in the islands, and you can see it's a beautiful afternoon, and really the celebrations have started for a lot of these clubs. Yeah, look at this. These crews continue to come across the finish line behind us, and you can see some of them in a quick recovery mode here. This looks like some of the gang from, is that Hawaiian Canoe Club? Not quite sure. That might be Hawaiian Canoe Club there. Here are some other ones, other crews coming across. Looks like a Masters crew finishing here. Nice work by those clubs.
Oh, yeah, the VFOS. That's the
40
Super
plus
Splash
crew,
Brothers.
yes. They won last year, so they said that they won the Splash Fest last year. So
Yep.
they're just coming in as a Super Splash Brothers this year.
Yep. Just carrying the name. They didn't splash this year, but they still Super Splash Brothers.
Da-da-da-da. Yeah. That the party has really kicked off on shore. And, you know, Steph.
It's been such a long day, Calais. Changed my name.
Yeah, you're going to take it. You know, it was the Steph in Stevens that I was going for, right? Which is spelled STEPH. And so, sorry, but it's a little bit of a long day for us with today's race. But, man, talk about making long look short was some of our top finishing crews here today. And I'm going to reach across. Excuse my reach, Katie. But, you know, again, we wanted to give a shout-out to Hitu, Wailea and Lani Kai, who finished first and second overall, with Hitu rounding out the top three. And that was in the spec. We're not sure about the overall times for that because there was a staggered start of about 5 minutes. If you want to check on detailed race results, you can check out kaiopua.org, I believe. We'll get a spec on that. But it was Namolokama from Kauai coming in fourth in the spec. That was Luke Evans steering. Outrigger Canoe Club in fifth, and Big Island Junior Va'ar first finishing the juniors crew in sixth in the spec division. In first, it was Kai Hitu and Wailea in the unlimited. That was Kai Hitu, Wailea, Outrigger Canoe Club, Keoka'a Oceania in fourth. Kai Elua, I believe they were out of San Diego. They were in fifth place. Puna in sixth. Lanikai in seventh. Huinalo in eighth. And it was Keoa out of Honaunau there with our first in the Koa division. And Big Island Junior Va'a and Kalahui Kai first and second in the junior division. So, man, these top crews were really making it look like a fast course out there, especially toward the end when the wind really started to fill in, Katie. You could see the push happening there for some of these crews, especially that Wailea crew.
Oh, yeah.
They really were kind of putting on the drive at the end, and
yes.
Great to watch them finish. Koa Kramer, Tristan Santos, some of the guys in their crew. Nice finish from Wailea, taking the whole deal there. So, Katie, what were your feelings about today's races?
Oh, just amazing. I mean, the level of competition here, and great to see all these different divisions fill out. So many junior crews, that both girls and boys junior crews, which was really great to see them, next generation coming through, getting to come here and enjoy this. And everything just went super well. Yeah, I think it was a really great day of racing here in Kona, and lots of international crews as always, because this is such a fun venue to come here. Days of racing, this being the longest and most difficult of the races they have, but it's one of many things that you can do. So, but today was really great.
And I would say again, the Queen Lili'uokalani race proved that it was certainly the best race to be at here in Hawaii, particularly if you're traveling from out of state. So much to do, great place to stay, international airport, beautiful water. You can do iron, you can find an escort boat easily, and there were thankfully a lot of crews from New Zealand and Canada and other places that were here at last weekend's International Vol Federation World Sprints, and they chose to hang out on the Big Island for an extra week so to be able to do this race, and hopefully it was worth it for them. Some great performances by some of those crews, especially from, like we said, Canada did great, and the Hoihoro Horuta from New Zealand saw some great performances from those paddlers. But great day of racing, always beautiful. And so we're going to be finishing up our broadcast here. Katie, mahalo to everybody that joined us on Facebook or on our Facebook feed or on YouTube, of course. And mahalo to Kaiopua Canoe Club for hosting this beautiful event. And we want to send a shout out to Uncle Bo Campos. Guaranteed he's up there watching, smiling us. Uncle Bo, mahalo for all your work to making this such a great race. We'll see you on our next live event here at Ocean Paddler, and on behalf of all our paddlers and our crew here from Ocean Paddler and from everybody at the Queen Lili'uokalani Canoe Festivals, we're going to say hoi pa and ahui ho. We'll see you on the next one. Have a great day, everybody. Aloha.